Today's live stream is going to be a special one because today is actually National IPA Day. So you probably already guessed it, we're going to be reviewing IPAs and 4 kinds of IPAs, all from Founders Brewing Company, and here they are. We're going to be reviewing one of them being one of the newest ones. The other 3 we've reviewed in the channel before, but I'm going to go ahead and re-review them because it's IPA Day, and I'm no judge when it comes to drinking IPAs. And this is a big fat warning to everybody right now. We are going to be reviewing, talking about, spoiler alert, in fact, let's put it up right now. We're going to be talking Deadpool and Wolverine. So you all have been warned already. We're going to be talking about the full-on movie, everything that happened, the cameos that happened, and for those of you who have seen it, know exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's sit back, relax, have ourselves an IPA if you got some. If not, doesn't matter. Have a drink with me and let's talk Deadpool and Wolverine. So what do you say? We get right onto this here live, shall we? Let's fucking go.
Welcome, guys, to today's episode of Booze and Chill. I'm your host, Ray. Wait a minute.
She's not Raymond. No. But thank you, though. That was a good job. Very good job.
Thanks.
Did the announcer voice and everything.
I tried, but it's very awkward when you're staring straight into a camera because there's no one there. So
yeah, that's like that's the most awkward part about doing all of this, especially when you're all by yourself.
I don't. Oh, how do you do that? I don't like it. I don't know how to act in front of a camera.
Well, you don't act. You just. I mean, if you want to act.
No, it's just awkward, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, welcome, guys, to another. I failed to mention this in the intro. This is pre-recorded, just to let you all know. This is pre-recorded. I'd like to start off by going. Well, first of all, let's set a mood. Let's set the mood. Let's put the. Actually, why isn't there no sound? Did I even pick it? She takes her job very seriously. Barbie's on the soundboard right now, so
I know. I have the power.
Wow, she did a very good job, though. But seriously, what's up with the?
I know, right? I did a really good job, right?
Yeah. Damn. Very, very good. There we go. Now I know there's music. But I'm just going to go ahead and volume it down just a little bit. Setting the mood, guys. So today is actually National IPA Day. As of, not today's recording, but the day when it comes out, which is, if you guys know, every Thursday we do full on live. Thursday, the day that you're watching this right now, right there, is National IPA Day. So if you're into the IPAs, may I suggest, well, I would say maybe pause this and then go get it, but maybe just watch the whole thing and then go get some IPAs, just so y'all know. Barbie is not a fan of IPAs.
No, I'm not. I really don't like them. The only one I've liked, I think, is the 90s kids one.
Yeah, that one was that one's hard to find, and that one we only got because of our friend Jose.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of, very good friend of ours, and very good support of the channel. He's brought us so many good drinks. And speaking of good drinks, today we're gonna be doing IPAs for obvious reasons because it's National IPA Day. So we're gonna be working on these today. This is gonna Founders All Day IPA, West Coast All Day IPA, All Day Haze, and All Day Grapefruit. So I'm psyched about it because, well, to be quite honest with you, I've already pre-tried these because I've mentioned this many times before. I get first dibs, because it's my thing. So I get to try them first, and so I'm gonna try them, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. So first, I want to say I don't have a camera angle pointing at that's the wrong one.
I know that sounds like
I don't have a camera pointing down at these, but can you lift these two up? Check this out. The way that they look, the difference is it's not the best camera to use for this, but trust me when I tell you the color differences are insane. And so the way this live here is going to work out, we're going to start off by doing the beer review, and then as you know, and you probably saw by the thumbnail and the title, we're going to be talking about full on Deadpool and Wolverine movie, full thing, spoiler alert right here. So y'all have been warned.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah.
It's like, can we say things?
No, we're gonna spoil it because we by the time we watched it
The day it came out.
by the time this comes out a week. So if by a week people have not seen it, I mean,
At that point, it's your fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
it sounds like a personal problem, Barbie.
Or they could just choose not to watch, or watch after, or watch later.
But that's why I let the spoiler thing. I let it know in the countdown and everything.
Yeah.
So they get a head start. If that makes sense.
No, a hint. They get a hint. I don't know.
Barbie tried saving it.
I did. But if you haven't seen the movie, just don't watch this. Basically.
All right, let's start off by doing the smelling part of this bit, shall we? So we can get right along to the movie. So let's go. Ace 430.
The least. They all look like pee.
I'm gonna let you decide. Which one do you want to start with first?
From here, that way.
From left, y'all's right to your all's left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first one that we're doing, and Barbie chose, is
All Day Haze.
the All Day Haze. And where the hell is that at?
It's not there. No, I'm just kidding.
It should be here.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's the one. I think I'm missing a clip, but it's okay. That's the one we're going to start with. So let's go ahead and get this started. You want to smell it first? See what you get?
They have this like skunky grapefruit smell.
Let's see.
Like a bitter flower.
A bitter flower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bitter fruit, bitter
I get a little bit like grapefruit, pear.
pear.
A little bit.
Where are you getting a pear from?
Is it pear or is it what's that other fruit that reminds me of pear, or that tastes and smells similar to pear?
Don't know, pear.
It's just pear.
No, a pear. You mean the pear?
And she's silly. You know what? Let's look up exactly how it's gonna smell like.
What a pear looks like.
No, ain't she a delight?
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, but that's what I get. Kind of like a pear. Great. When it comes to IPAs, I get a lot of.
It just smells like a grapefruit.
I get a lot of grapefruit.
Like a bitter grapefruit.
Ace Core 30. Let's see, haze. Let's see exactly what we're supposed to be tasting here, just to see if we are correct. Let's see. We're supposed to be getting. Let's see. That it is so small. Clouds.
Whimsical fogginess.
Well, citrus. It's citrusy. That's the grapefruity part that I'm getting. Let's see. Oats, wheat, cloudy treats. Yeah, otherwise, it's just supposed to be citrusy.
It's just citrus. I smell the citrus, but
That's
it smells
the citrus.
like bitter, like when you're biting the rind of like a grapefruit.
But that's just
Not that
that's
I've done
that's
that
typically
before, but it's just-
that's typically IPAs. That's just how they roll.
that's why I don't like them. They're
Well, yeah.
too bitter.
Citrusy, grapefruity. which is funny because we're actually going to be trying one of Founders' semi-newest IPA, which is in this variety pack, and it actually is called Grapefruit. So I like that one actually. So
I forgot.
You forgot what?
Nothing. I forgot what this button does.
You want to smell the next one? Or do I go first on this one?
You can go first.
Okay, this next one is the West Coast. West Coast, all day West Coast. And this one smells sweeter. And I'm not just saying that because it has a pink color. It smells like a much more sweeter grapefruit. This one I can actually smell the wheat.
No, it just smells watered down. Like
compared to that one.
The first one watered down. Or maybe like they tried to pour sugar on top of the grapefruit.
I get the
makes any sense.
It's much more sweeter.
Yes.
I get the wheat off of this one. It's way less bitter smell to compared to this one.
But it still smells better. Look, it's kind of forming a heart.
It kind of is.
It's
and she's not a fan of IPAs, but
really am.
But this one is showing her literal love.
I know. Maybe I'll like that one. Maybe we can be friends.
All right. Next one. You want to smell this one?
This one just looks scary.
This one is the grapefruit one. This one is the one I'm excited about because
wow.
This is kind of one of their newest ones.
This one smells like a tangerine.
Let's see. Yep.
Smells like tangerine. What the fuck? It's supposed to be grapefruit.
I know, right?
The first one smells more like grapefruit. That one should be called something tangerine.
The haze is grapefruit. West Coast is a much more sweeter grapefruit. This is, yeah, you're right. It smells like a tangerine.
Like,
and it doesn't smell bitter.
A tangerine,
and
not an orange.
And it doesn't smell bitter to you, does it?
No, it does not. That one does not.
Exactly. And like I said, I've tried these already, and this was the one that I really wanted to show you guys because this one is. Well, we'll get to the tasting part right now. And now it's time for the All Day IPA. This will be like the third time this beer is in this channel.
Oh, you've already reviewed that.
This will be the third time. This will be second time for the West and the Haze.
Why are we doing those? Why not just do this one?
Because it's IPA day. That's why. I want to see what you smell off of this one.
Today's National Wing Day.
And it's also National Wing Day.
Also, this one doesn't smell as bitter.
That one's like the OG
okay.
IPA. All Day IPA. The one that kind of started it all.
That's probably one of the better smelling ones.
Citrusy, crispy. And I know it's crispy because, like I said, I've had this one many times. The one being, I failed to show you. This is the OG one, and again, this will be the third fucking time that this beer is in the channel. Personal favorite of mine, and again, the OG of that kind of started this entire IPA extravaganza. All right, so we smelled it, we dealt it, and now we're about to taste it. No? Yeah, we tried. We're trying, guys. We are
trying today.
Oh.
What does this one do? I forgot.
Oh, that one's the laughing. She's still getting hang of the soundboard.
Because I only know this one and the other. I don't like that one.
You want to play it?
I don't like this one.
It's when you. It's supposed to be whatever. Let's jump right on to the
tasting.
Yeah, tasting. Barbie starting off.
Like, I'm not gonna like this.
Like, you're not gonna like this.
I taste it.
Taste it. First one we're trying. the haze, which is the first one we smelled. So we're starting the same way. What should we think?
It's smooth at first, but the aftertaste. Oh.
I've always said it in the channel. It's an acquired taste.
I feel like
IPA.
there's a skunk in my mouth.
Cheers.
Where's my water?
It's over here.
Oh.
So no for this one. It's hazy. It's crisp.
It's skunky.
It's bitter. This is probably the most bitterness one. In fact, it should tell you on the can 4.9. No, I'm sorry, 50 IBUs. That's why.
What does that mean?
The International Bitterness Unit. That's how bitter it is. That's why you don't like it.
Why do you do that to yourself?
I'm gonna say it. It's not the best one, and but I mean, as far as like crisp and refreshing, I like that.
It is not crisp and refreshing.
And crisp and do it. Try another crisp in the mouth feel. It's got a crispy mouth feel.
I don't think I want my drinks to be crispy. I want like,
crisp, but I mean by like the carbonation.
I like my wings crispy.
But so you don't agree with the carbonation that it's nice and crispy?
Yes, like I get what you mean. Like,
but you still don't like it.
I just don't like the taste. No,
the flavor just like
it kills it.
Okay,
it kills it for me. Yeah.
Okay. Understandable. Like I said, I've always said it. It's a fucking what's it called?
What do I like? Lagers?
You like lagers? You like lagers?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one then. The next one being the West Coast. I'm gonna rinse our palates for this one. Because we're gonna do this one right.
It's the one with the heart, right? Oh,
yeah, it's the one with the heart. You want to do it? You want to drink the heart first?
It kind of died a little bit.
You'll like this one because the IBUs are a little bit less. It's 35 IBUs, and this one packs 4.7 ABV, so it's not that high. The first one I failed to mention was 4.9. They're not crazy. They're not crazy at all. You like this one?
I don't particularly like it, but it's better. See, that's more refreshing.
Yeah.
I can see myself. Well, that's a stretch saying I can see myself drinking that, but if you offered it to me, I would be like, okay. That
makes sense. And I can see why. The sweetness and the smell kind of reflects in the flavor. The what? The heart.
That's a cute one, yeah.
What do you get in the flavor though?
Beer.
IPA. As far as bitterness goes, it's less. Again, the sweetness that comes in the nose reflects in the taste.
No, it's like
it's
bitter,
not crazy.
It's like bitter water.
Bitter water.
I literally do not taste like flavors like where you say, oh, it tastes like fruit, it tastes like this. No, I don't taste any of that.
It's earthy. This one. Not as
yeah. Like if you were to grab
as
weeds and just put them in your mouth and chew them, yeah, you get it.
It's not as earthy as the haze though.
I guess that's like the best way to describe these beers. It's like you just grab a handful of weeds and just put them in your mouth and chew them, and it's just bitter, and that's it.
That's IPAs to Barbie. IPAs to me. There you have it. Barbie's thoughts on IPAs.
Like the
leaves,
it's
grass.
The weeds that come out next to
not the fun kind of weeds.
No, not the fun kind. The get the fuck off my lawn kind.
Barbie made it funny.
Wow, I forgot which one it was.
It's the first one. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
yeah, you were right. It was
this
B.
one.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So the West Coast is a bit more on the sweeter side, not by a lot, but by very, very little compared to the All Day Haze. All Day Haze is like super, super bitter, earthy, slightly grapefruity. I think that's all I get out of this. I get the same thing on the West Coast. I get more of the wheats, a little bit of sweeter, not as bitter. The crisp is, I think, is a little bit more pleasant on account of the bitterness isn't there as much as the haze. That's what I think.
I feel like this would complement some sort of meal.
I think IPAs were just invented to go with a large amount of foods.
Like, because I can see myself eating like a steak and drinking one of these.
Exactly. Because that's where IPAs were invented.
The bitterness from this and a steak, like a well-seasoned steak.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Or like the steak from the flank steak that you and May get.
From wow, I can't remember the name right now.
From República. That with
Shout out to República.
With this beer and that steak. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That I can do.
Oh.
That I can do. This weekend, let's go.
This weekend, let's go. Let's fucking go. That's a quote.
But we would have to get it to go so we can come drink this beer.
That's fine. We can get it to go.
He's been asking.
And speaking of getting to go, let's move on to the third. The third one.
Oh.
This one I'm excited. This is the one that I wanted to show you all.
I'm not excited for something.
I love this one. This is the All Day Grapefruits. Even the niece, which when I say niece, I mean like she's like freaking 20 over. No, yeah, she's 21. So
over 21.
Over 21. Don't come at me, bro. The niece tried it, and we ended up splitting a can because that's how much she liked it. You said it was okay when I brought it over to you.
That's the one?
That's the one. You wanted to go. You go first. Ladies first.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay.
It's got like a light beer taste and not taste, light beer feel, but then like that boom, that fucking flavor.
With this one, I can actually taste the grapefruit. It's a bitter grapefruit,
exactly,
but it wants to be sweet.
No, it is sweet. What are you talking about?
It's still bitter.
I think it's very, very sweet compared to the West Coast, and a hell of a lot more than the haze.
No, okay, yeah, this one's good.
Okay, so this is the grapefruit.
That's good.
The second you put your mouth in it, and like you know when you put it and you take that first breath into it, you do that, and then you sip it. Oh my god, it's like it reminds you of this candy, this Mexican candy. I think. At least I think it was Mexican candy. But holy shit, dude. I mean, the first sip you take from the grapefruit is straight up, it's so light, like I said, it's got the feel of a light beer, but it packs the flavor of a very, very sick IPA. Like you can get the grapefruit, it doesn't taste like tangerine.
No, it doesn't. It smells like it, but it doesn't taste like it.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's so sweet. Like,
but the smell and the taste combined is good. Yeah. Yeah. That one works.
It's not as crispy though. It's actually quite a little bit flatter than the West and the haze.
Maybe the crispiness is what makes it like too bitter.
No, crispiness just gives it like a.
What is that? Like the bubbliness of it?
The bubbliness.
But see, because you're into seltzers and stuff like that, like
that's true.
Bubbly, like club soda, things like that. Yeah. And I'm not. I like my water flat.
Do you like your Coke Splat?
No, but that's different. That's very different.
Okay, so we found the reason as to why she might not like the first two, because it's too bubbly.
It's
Too bubbly.
I like my bubbles with a lot of syrup.
Yeah, the grapefruit, guys, I super like recommend it. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys one more time. This is the grapefruit. Love this one. Again, I recommend it to the light beer drinkers. Like, if you like light beer, and like if you're like me, like if you drink light beer and you think like, you know what, this light beer lacks a little bit of flavor, this is the answer to it. I think. You know how I feel about light beers.
Nah, I don't think people who just drink light beer will like.
You don't think so?
They're not very adventurous.
Well, some. I think that's our dog. I think our dog's messing around with some stuff.
Oh my goodness.
What?
You're not gonna like this.
Oh man. You know what? We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right. And we're back. So, long story short, our dog vomited in here. You want to explain? You would care to explain why, Barbie?
Because he's an idiot. No, he went through the trash. He went trash surfing when we were gone earlier, and he ate macaroni that the girls threw away, and paper. So when he eats paper, he pukes it out.
There you go.
He ate a paper plate.
We had to clean up vomit because our dog's an idiot.
I left him outside. If he has to throw up again, he can do it out there. I'll let him back in before we, one more time.
All right, let's Let's wrap this beer reviewing section of the live pre-recorded live up with the last one, and that one being Z. I was already there. What was I even doing? We're gonna do this with this one, the last one, All Day IPA. You want to go first?
Is this the normal?
This is the OG one. You've tried this many times with me.
Many times. I've had not like that.
And it's not as high as the haze.
And that's probably my least favorite. Hold on. Oh no! Oh, never mind. No.
Which was worse?
The haze.
The haze. So she tried this one and the haze. Apparently, haze is still the worst.
Oh, and then it's with like getting warm, so that just.
Oh my
Can I
God.
rate them?
Okay. Rate
Okay.
'em.
Worst one.
Hmm.
The haze.
I'll show it.
Okay. Haze.
This is the worst. All right. Haze is worse.
And then the all day.
And then the All Day.
That one is
This one right here. Okay.
And then this one.
Which one? The West Coast?
West Coast.
West Coast. All right.
Happy.
Because it's pink.
And then the best one is probably the grapefruit.
The grapefruit. Oh, you can also play this one. Yeah.
No.
No, you don't like that one. Okay, the flavor. What did you get off of this, though?
I honestly, my mind just blanked out and I regretted every second and I just wanted to forget that ever happened.
Pine. And I still remember. It's always pine, earthy, bitter. I will say.
It's like licking a pine cone.
Yeah. It's piney in her face.
It's like the best way to describe it is like you get a perfume bottle and you just spray it in your mouth.
I've done that and it's still
yes,
bad.
It is
it's no
because
worse than this.
I've sprayed myself with perfume and accidentally kept
As
my
a
mouth
kid?
open. No, like as
Oh, just recently.
yeah.
That totally helps you out.
No, because you know, like when you're spraying yourself with like perfume, I tend to bathe in it, right? So I just go, and then I'm like that, and then like my mouth will just
like who misses like.
I don't do that. I'm saying I've never sprayed it in my mouth. In like,
I was a child.
No, like I spray it on here, but it kind of like blows up sometimes. Not
that's what she said.
Whatever. It tastes like perfume in your mouth.
It's pine.
I feel like
piney.
I feel like you're drinking pine sol or something.
Pine, earthy, a little hint of citrus.
I just get.
This one's also crisp. It's not as flat as the West.
I don't like that.
That's what I get.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. One bit.
But like I said, it's an acquired taste. It really is.
I don't see myself acquiring that taste.
Or wanting to.
Or wanting to. No, I'll stick to what I like.
You're so funny.
I'll stick to my fruity drinks.
Mezcalitos.
Oh, okay, maybe not fruity drinks, because sometimes like the really sweet ones kind of like empalagan, you know, like.
And they're dangerous.
Yeah, and they're just way too sweet. It makes me like, I don't know. But the mezcalito, that's good. Margaritas, things like
Maybe
that.
we can do one on the channel one time. She likes how I make them.
Oh, they're so good. Like, I can't say no to that. There's like the one drink I can't say no to.
She has a problem. No, I'm kidding.
No, because like you can offer me any drink and I'll be like, no, I'm good. Or, you know.
But that one,
I think the last time it was like a random ass Wednesday and you're like, do you want one? I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I'll take 2.
maybe 3.
That's because you didn't like. That's a good one. That's good.
All right, guys. Well, that concludes the beer review of this section of the live. And just to remind you all that today is National IPA Day, so get that shit delivered as you're watching this, because we still got the Deadpool and Wolverine section of the live. So buckle up, because we're about to ruin the entire movie for you guys.
Not if you've seen it.
For those of you who haven't seen it.
If you haven't, get out right now while you still can.
So, guys, I will see you in the section, and we will cut to it right now. Hello. We just saw each other right now because we just did the beer part. But right now, we're gonna do the Deadpool and Wolverine full movie review. We've already told you, we have already warned you, but just one more time, though. One more time. You've been warned the last time. So I am still guested by my wife, who is slouching beyond belief.
I'm sorry.
And
it's been a long day.
It's been a long day. And with us for the Deadpool and Wolverine review, you've seen him before, you've met him before. He's a good friend of mine, a good friend of the channel, supporter of the channel, and this is Alejandro, aka Alex.
How you doing, everyone? Raymond, Christina, how you doing?
Good. I think you're a bit frozen there, sir.
Oh, how about now?
We can hear you, but you're still not moving.
Okay. Just being weird.
Yeah, just being weird.
Yeah.
It'll come back.
It'll come back.
Yeah, I'll be there.
We can hear you though, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll reappear somehow.
Let's start from the beginning. Do you want to see what happens at the beginning?
Like the whole intro.
Yeah. Well, before the 2.
Okay, you start that part.
So basically, the movie starts off with Deadpool having conversation with a. Well, first off, he buries. Well, he digs out. I mean, a dead Logan, and yes, it's from. He is the Logan from the movie Logan, the one that we saw actually die. Oh, you're
okay.
back.
I'm back. Sorry about that. My thing was acting up there. I don't know what's going on.
It's all good. It's all good. We were just saying that the beginning part of the movie, Deadpool digs up a dead Logan from the actual Logan movie.
Yes, the exoskeleton, the adamantium skeleton,
still covered in adamantium,
yeah.
and digs him up. And Deadpool at this point, he's having like this crisis because his long story short, his timeline is evaporating slowly. So he is in search for the perfect Wolverine, and this one's dead. So he's just like, again, he's going through some shit. He's like he's breaking down basically. So he digs him out just to kind of like really just release a lot of stress, because he like literally beats the crap out of the adamantium skeleton.
Well, because
he really does, because he's just so upset.
Because he's looking for the Logan, because he thinks that he would still be alive.
Yeah.
And then he finds out he's dead, and he's pissed.
Yeah.
Because he needs him.
Yeah.
So that's why he starts beating.
But then that's where he finds out that there's more than one Wolverine.
Oh,
that's when you find out that there's a multiverse of them.
Yes, sir. And after him completely beating the shit out of a dead Wolverine, he even says, "Is like, what was that?" Like, he couldn't even believe that he even did that. And then lo and behold, he is welcomed by none other than the people from the TSA. The hunters, the TSA hunters.
Yeah.
And they're just like, "Wade, you fucked up. You're coming with us." And then that's where
the easy way or the hard way.
The easy way or the hard way. Do you want a button? This is your favorite part.
It is my favorite part. It's like the most epic dance / freaking battle ever.
Intro.
Yeah, and he said that he wasn't going to use his weapons, and he did not.
That's true.
And it's just it was just so cute. And he actually did the dance moves to the NSYNC bye bye bye, and it was just.
That's right.
Should we show the clip?
Just so cute. Yeah, but in the clip that you're gonna show, it's not actually him dancing.
Oh yeah, of course. Ryan Reynolds is not the dancing type.
No.
Yes, he's got the muscles and the six pack, but that's not because of dancing.
He said that was really hard. That was so he couldn't.
That's because of all the Wolverine humping.
Yep. And all the Wolverine beating of the exoskeleton.
No shit. Okay, I'm gonna play this clip, but just so you know, I'm gonna point it out for the fucking YouTube algorithm. This is behind the scenes. This is not pirated. This is not what is completely all over the internet right now. This wasn't recorded by somebody's phone. This is behind the scenes. Just so you know. Here we go. This is the clip. What's blowing my mind is that they did a really good job at adding the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I really did.
Like, not only that, but the dancing, it got me so into the dancing that I totally did not pay attention to the background.
That guy's good. His real name is Nick Pauly.
Nick Pauly, the dancer.
Yeah, I think
there you have it, guys. Let's finish this little dance. There you have it.
It's just so good because he captured that Ryan Reynolds-ness so good.
But also because she actually showed me a clip of the actual guy without the suit, and he can move, like he's flexible. But then this clip we just saw, I feel like the suit is kind of like compressing his movements a little bit, which is why he kind of like I think that's the Ryan Reynolds part. It's just the suit that kind of
but like if you see the one where he's not wearing it, he's also not doing all the head bobbing that you would normally see, like how Deadpool kind of exaggerates that. So I think he does a really good job at capturing Deadpool as well.
Okay. What are your thoughts, sir?
Well, I mean, I actually thought the intro was pretty funny. I mean, especially how they decided to bring him in like that. one of the lines that I missed for a moment, but it took me a little bit while watching the movies when he says, "There's 206 bones in the human body, 207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his wife is in that show.
Buzzing. Yeah. Oh, that calls for a.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, now I see.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then back to Christina's point where he says, "I won't use any of my weapons." He pretty much used every one of Logan's bones as a weapon.
That's true. And
yeah.
that already was a pretty epic fight scene. Not only that, but it was like introducing all the cast and the producers, the directors, and the writers.
That Hugh Jackman's name was on the skull.
On the skull.
It's too bad I don't have a picture of that. I do have the picture of Deadpool doing the dance with the background, which apparently was edited. Which again, very, very like good job of me, because I pay attention a lot when it comes to editing and stuff, and I did not catch that one at all. So
me neither.
Kudos.
I didn't either.
Fucking kudos to that guy, dude. And
yeah, he did a good job.
Hells yeah, man. So that happens at the beginning. We get Deadpool releasing some stress on a dead Logan. Him beating up the TSA hunters to NSYNC and doing the NSYNC dance, as you saw in the clip. That already was like a sick intro. It won her over so much
because the movie was
it did
overall, like the movie was just so good. Like you laugh from like the beginning to the end of it. There was no point where there was no boring part to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, not really. You kept in tune to the whole movie.
It didn't feel as long as it was. Yeah.
True.
It really was long though. That even in the movie at one point, Deadpool does say something like, "Oh, don't worry, like hang it there."
Yeah.
But it didn't feel that long.
Nah, you're having way too much fun to even like notice how long it really is.
I know. I saw the guy bringing the checks. I was like, wait, what?
All right. Yeah. And so that happens at the beginning, and then after that, it pretty much cuts to a Deadpool just having like he's having a crisis, and he's just like he's just going through like a breakup with Vanessa Carlos, who's played by Morena what is your last name? Baccarin, is that how you pronounce that?
No,
I think that's what it is.
Maybe.
Morena Baccarin, something like that. So he just went through a breakup with Vanessa after him having this crisis where he feels like he's not big of a hero because he wants to be, Avenger level, and he feels like he's not. Which a little bit fast forward cuts through to him being in a job interview kind of scenario with none other than freaking Happy, dude. It was freaking Happy Hogan, played by John Favreau. I'm bad at pronouncing names.
It's all right, man. Me and you both.
Yeah, and freaking that interview itself is just hilarious because like he's just so nervous. Deadpool, that is. And whenever Deadpool gets nervous, he just says the most
random.
Yeah.
I didn't see, but I read that in that scene, there was a bunch of like stuff and on Happy's shelves. Did you see any of that?
Oh, he had a lot of memorabilia. There was the shield. There was a Tony's heart. There was a something else. I don't. There was
remember. Because I read that there was a mask that the little kid was wearing in the movie when he does that thing.
Oh yeah,
there might have been
movie.
And that little kid ended up being Peter Parker. Supposedly, I don't know. That's what I read.
Theories already.
And because there's a picture of them apparently too. I don't know, something like that.
There you go. You're right there, Alex. I think you're frozen again.
I'm still here.
Okay. But
yeah, it's just coming in and out.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. Internet, man.
It's one of those days, man.
Yeah. And freaking Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, just so nervous in this interview, and Happy kind of just had to like lay it down on him and tell him like the Avengers didn't become the Avengers because they wanted to be, because like people needed them to be, and that kind of like hit home with him.
People need Deadpool.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's true that he laid it on him, and that he was already going through like shit in his head, and that kind of like really like fucked with his head a little bit more. And
I'm sorry, you're caught to me.
And then fast forward again to he goes to his regular day job, which was what was he again?
A car salesman?
Was he? Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
he was a car
yeah.
salesman. He was a car salesman with his buddy Peter, dude.
Oh, it reminded me to tell you something very sad about.
Oh no. Okay. But yeah, Wade Wilson selling cars with Peter. Are you all right there, Alex?
I'm still here. It's just going in and out. Like sometimes you guys are moving, and sometimes it stays frozen.
Crazy.
Even checking reception, it's like good.
Comes in and out, man. Comes in and out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We've lost him.
You know what? We're gonna take a small little break. Let's see how we can get this dude back. And there we go. We're back. Little technical difficulties on Luke's end.
Yes. Hopefully that should fix the error right there.
All right. We stayed off where Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, selling in his regular job as a car salesman with Peter.
The famous Peter.
The famous Peter, bro. Played by Rob Delaney.
Yeah, that's right.
Super cool guy. And well, I want to say a little something, but I'll wait till we get towards the ending part of the movie about Peter. So yeah, he apparently Deadpool sells cars with his buddy Peter, and his friend Peter saying like, so hey, when are we gonna become Deadpool again? He's like, oh,
what's the sweet shit?
Yeah. Like we aren't Deadpool. In fact, I'm not Deadpool anymore.
And he opens the locker and you see the costume in there.
Yeah. It's like, why is that even there?
He's just a very supportive friend.
Yeah. And they also have this conversation while riding bikes back to their apartment, or Wade's apartment, which awaits for him a surprise birthday party.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a birthday party. And there we see the rest of the whole Deadpool crew, which is Blind Al. I fucking love her, dude.
She's one of my favorites, man.
Played by Leslie Uggams. I think that's how you pronounce it. Uggams. And then we also see Colossus in there in the corner somewhere, played by Stefan, and I'm not gonna fucking say his last name.
We were struggling trying to say his last name earlier.
I'm not gonna do it. Well, before we got started, we were trying. I think she Googled
it.
Yeah.
And we also get Dopinder, played by Karan Soni. I was telling Barbie my favorite part, my favorite quote from freaking Dopinder is in the first Deadpool movie, where they ask him, because you know that he was trying to get the X-Force together, and he was doing like tryouts or whatever. Yeah. And Dopinder like is like in the background. He's like, "What's your superpower?" He's like, "Courage." I love that shit, dude. I'm like, oh, this is the guy.
It is, man. He is the guy.
So he's in there, and he's in the bunch. So is Yukio, played by Shioli Kutsona. Sorry, love her because she like approves of Deadpool's pretty much anything. And then we also got Negasonic Teenage Warhead, played by freaking Brianna Helderbrand. And then this is the one that got to me, because there was somebody in the bunch also, and it confused me because Wade Deadpool did not like the guy, but he brought him back anyway. And I'm talking about Shatterstar. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He
we're
hated
both kind
the
of
guy.
wondering, where did he come from?
Oh, it's played by Louis Tan, by the way. That's the actor's name.
Maybe they put him in there just to fuck with everyone.
I don't know, man, but
Like, people are gonna be mad about this. Let's do it.
I wasn't mad about it. I was just like,
case, they
Or
noticed
confused. Yeah, like
Why?
they'll be confused because that's the point, to confuse you.
I guess.
I don't know.
Just to
Have you
throw
Googled
off
it
to
while
make
he's
you
there?
feel a little bit
No,
off.
I haven't actually.
Oh, no.
I'm actually pulling my hair back here for a sec. But yeah, that whole bunch is there to celebrate Wade Deadpool's birthday.
Yeah.
And it's funny because before anything started, he he stapled the toupee on his head.
That's right. When he was at work, he staples the toupee so he can have some hair.
It's
That's true.
it's not like he's like, yeah, nice toupee. He's like, it's not a toupee. It's what is it that he said? He said something. It's a so and so and so, and
He
you
said
can
something
like
against my hair.
something style.
Yeah.
And you was like, I like your style, Wade. Thank you.
For real. And the
Oh
other
my
person
God.
that was in the party was also Vanessa. She was there as well.
That's right, Vanessa,
Yeah.
the ex, and she breaks some harsh news to Wade that she's seeing another dude from her work.
Yeah.
Which
What
sucks. Bitch or Rooney Dooney.
After everything he went through.
Right.
Yeah, but
I
he
agree
did
with
he
that.
did disappear for a long time.
Oh, and even after
And
he
then-
was told from the interview that he wasn't going to be an Avenger. Apparently, that's kind of where he lost a little bit of himself and hope. So he's just kind of started down spiraling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just lost it, and she didn't feel it.
Yeah. She really did it.
She's not a ride or die.
She's not a writer.
It happens. It does happen.
Yeah, I guess it happens. And for Wade's case, and on his birthday, dude, as he's about to blow out the
know.
candles.
I said the same
I
thing.
thought
Like,
something
really?
really bad in my head, but I wanted to say it out
But
loud.
I'll say it.
And you're like, as she was about to blow the candles, and she has to go and tell him she's blowing someone else.
Okay, yeah,
All
that's
right.
bad. That's bad.
You never know.
Not what you said, but the whole thing, the idea of it that's harsh, dude.
Well,
That's
that's
harsh.
sorry. That would have been.
It
That was my
is.
first thought.
No, I mean, you have a point though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so everybody's partying.
Yeah.
Wade's talking to everybody. And right after he blows the candles, knock on the door.
Because he did make a wish. Remember, it said make a wish, and as
Yeah.
soon as he blows the candle, you hear a knock on the door. It's like, oh, all right.
Yep. And you can kind of already guess what he wished for. Can you guess?
To get her Vanessa back.
I really I thought it was to become an actual superhero, and that's why he went through what he went through.
To
Possibly.
get Vanessa back.
Oh, I guess. Yeah,
That's
true.
the whole point of why he wanted to become a superhero.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Even in
so.
the last two movies, that's one of the main reasons he did it.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Technically.
But yeah, you're right. He did get a knock on the door, and that's when we're introduced to the TSA agents. And
Mhm.
well, he thought they were dancers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
strippers. It's like, okay, so you dance, me, we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna make total eye contact.
Yep.
And it's just he just makes it a lot more uncomfortable than it needs to be.
Yeah, and every time the TSA agent says something, he just makes it a lot more uncomfortable and weirder.
Mm-hmm.
It was perfect. But
And,
that's so Deadpool.
And I love the next line, like, Pegging's not a first time for me, buddy, but it is for Disney. I love that line.
The little things they throw in there. Yeah.
And then like within and there was no struggle at all. But to be fair, the TSA hunters kind of technically cheated because they opened the portal right behind him, like right on the door,
Yeah.
and just like yanked, pulled
just
off
grabbed
the
him neck
They
fucking
caught him off guard.
Pulled him
yeah. They yanked off the toupee and just
played
pulled him
dirty.
right in.
Poor toupee, man. Well, at least the staples were left on there.
Yeah, that was the funniest part. Those little bits of hair with the staple stayed on.
Right?
And they suck him right into the portal, no pun intended. And that's where they he meets up with the not the villain, but the one who introduces him to the villain, and that is
the wannabe villain.
Mobius Mobius, who is played by Matthew McFadden.
McFadden,
and now,
Maybe.
maybe.
No, I'm just guessing.
But that part also confused me because in the Loki show, we get another character who's also named Mobius. But he actually helps out Loki throughout the entire show, seasons 1 and 2. This dude's named Mobius. Not only Mobius, Mobius Mobius. I was like, how many Mobiuses are there in the fucking TSA?
Could there be as many as maybe the Wolverines?
Oh, maybe. But this is the TSA, though. They are in charge of watching over the...
Maybe they just keep pulling him from every...
It's funny you say that because that's exactly how the TSA works.
There you go.
But they get assigned the name for the TSA.
Just like 007.
They don't use their real name.
Well, maybe that was a fake name, and then they were just like, you know what, you look like him. We're just gonna name you the same thing.
But it's a totally different Mobius.
Or it could also be maybe that's like the job description where it's like, okay, you're promoted to Mobius.
Well, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to make it make sense. Mobius Mobius. He's like the third.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, even in the 007 franchise, James Bond, apparently James Bond is just like the code name. That person could have been somebody else.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And then the next one is Mobius M.
Yeah. So
M standing for more.
So yeah, he meets up with Mobius and like, it appears you sold yourself. And then Deadpool replies, no, yes, it appears you sold yourself while you fainted. And he goes, I was awake. What am I doing here?
Yeah, he was aware.
It's true.
And that's where Mobius, in a very TSA creepy kind of way, explains to him that, you know, his timeline is slowly fading away, which is, once again, that part also got me confused because in Loki season 2, they were supposedly fixed that, and Loki was the one supposed to be the one taking care and watching over this, and then this shit happened. But you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And so he basically tells him, like, in order for you to save your timeline, you have got to be the hero. And that's where he shows him all those screens, and we see pretty much all the Avenger movies just played out and right in front of him.
And then he salutes to Captain America.
He salutes his Captain America. Yeah. I smell you're stepping on, Sensei. I am Marvel Jesus.
Yeah,
that was funny.
Oh my god! But the one clip that he saw when he saw himself with Thor. Yes. And Thor was crying.
He does not drop that throughout the entire movie.
He's like, wait. No. Why is he crying? Why is he crying? You, right there. Tell me. Why is he crying?
Why are you looking at me like that?
It was not the first time he brought that question up.
Yeah. No, it's played throughout the movie.
Yeah. And
but to kind of visually see it, it's Thor holding him on the floor while he looks like he's dying.
Yeah, that's the weird part.
Did Chris Hemsworth know? Because I know there's an interview where he's like, everybody keeps telling me I'm going to come out, but I don't know. I have to see it.
Oh, whatever. He played it out good. I will say this. Actually, no, I'm going to say
it's a clip from something else. They just kind of edited, didn't they?
No, yeah, it's a clip from another movie. He's actually holding Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's holding Loki.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like, did he really know for sure he was gonna come out, or did they just told him and he was like, what?
I don't know, because there's this one character that the Disney Marvel played us like a fucking violin, and I'm not gonna mention until we bring up to that character.
Yeah.
What's it called? So, what the part I don't remember is why he had to find a Logan. Or is it because
he himself was trying to find another Logan to bring him to that timeline, so it would fix it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so he wanted Logan to help him out.
Yeah.
to
Like
help him
he
fix his
wanted to
timeline
bring
and not
Logan,
lose it.
and they were trying to get him because they didn't want him to do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to lose
Got
his timeline because of all the people that he cares about.
Yeah. Okay.
He was trying to fix it.
So there you go. That's why there's that team up, because Deadpool just kind of has been wanting that team up since like ever, which he also mentions a couple of times throughout the entire movie as well.
He does.
but he didn't just find this Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. What?
Rest in
Hugh
peace.
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman. What?
Yes.
Anyways, he didn't just stumble upon this yellow suited fucking Hugh Jackman that took over 20 fucking years for us to get that fucking costume.
I know it took way too long, but I'm glad they brought it in this movie.
Fucking A, dude.
Man.
And again, that's one of the things that were just brought out throughout the entire movie, the costume.
Yeah.
Then why he
So
picked
what
yellow?
Deadpool does is he steals that remote from what was the bad guy's name again? I'm sorry.
Mobius.
Mobius. He steals this like cell phone looking device, and he starts jumping through timelines trying to look for Logan. The first one he lands on, it's Logan sitting at a bar, and then he like says, "Oh, there you are." And as Hugh Jackman gets off the stool, it's the actual animated series Logan that's very short.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
That I was gonna mention the entire
comic book
the
accurate
search
one.
for these
The perfect Logan.
Logans, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there was the short animated one.
That one was the
I
funniest
love
one.
like, oh, look at you made it down that stool. Yes, you did.
Man, I was cracking up hard on that one.
And he just walked right back into the portal. Like,
Yeah.
but it gets much more crazier, dude, right after that, because after
Yeah.
that was there was comic book references, dude. There was Uncanny X-Men,
Yes.
and then there
that's
was
right.
Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk and Wolverine.
Literally, like this is what we saw in the movie. This is what we saw.
Yeah.
We saw this slogan
That's right. That Logan was there as well.
exactly like that, with the dead X-Men and everybody all around him.
Yeah, and he's just pretty much one of the last survivors.
For those of you who don't know, in this issue, he was tricked by I can't remember the villain's name, the one with the dome.
Dr. Doom? No.
I can't remember his name,
Oh
but
my
he was
God.
tricked by him and made everybody, all the X-Men and superheroes look like villains, and that's how he just kind of like brutally killed everybody.
Yeah.
And then we got the Wolverine with the brown suit,
Yes.
which is the I guess the first suit before the yellow one.
Yeah, that's correct.
And we got this as well, because we saw him about to face down with the Hulk.
Yeah.
We
That
got
was the
this
Hulk's
cover
cameo
right
right
here.
Yeah.
That was sick. I was just a little bit disappointed that we didn't actually get to see them fight at each other with
Yeah.
Deadpool.
That would have been kind of cool though.
The
Even if it
budget did not
was
allow-
CGI.
CGI is expensive.
It's
he
very
he
expensive.
said that in part 2.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Oh my god. And the one variant that kind of took everybody by surprise, and that like even Deadpool was like, in behalf of humanity, I want to thank you for and that was freaking this dude right here, Henry Cavill as fucking
as Logan.
as the Wolverine.
That, that Marvel's gonna treat him better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could not find any pictures of the variant Wolverine, because again, this movie is so fucking protected. It's insane. You're not gonna
Yes.
find these pictures till like months or
'Cause
years
it's
Like a
later.
month and a half
good.
already out. And you know, crazy thing is tickets are still sold out for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
I
That's
want to take
sick.
May to see it. I know it's bloody, but she'll be fine.
She's seen horror movies with me. She's up for it.
I know her and Lily. They saw that little intro where he's dancing.
Yeah.
They just Lily's
They
reaction
lost
was
it.
just so, it was priceless. She was just cracking up. Deadpool.
Nice. You're raising
Very
her well.
cool. So all those variants, and then at the very last one, he finds
The worst.
he finds the one Logan drunk at a bar,
Yeah.
and what's it called? He was already getting his ass kicked out, and then he goes up to him and tells him that he has to come with him, and then he gets up, claws coming out real slow.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. A whiskey dick of the claws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
And the
common in the
bartender
Wolverine
was,
over 40.
The bartender was the same bartender, I believe, from one of the first movies. At least the exact same looking guy.
Wasn't it the one from Logan? I
I
think
believe so.
he seemed familiar to me too.
Yeah. He kind of comes out and tells him the exact same line. You know, hey, you gotta go.
Yeah. And I think it was from the Logan one.
Yep. And then
Man, every cameo is just a treat in this entire movie.
But
Yeah.
there's so much. Like there,
a
and then
lot of it.
he throws like a lot of jokes in there too. Like he made a joke about because Hugh Jackman recently got a divorce. So he's like, he's let
Yes.
himself go since the divorce.
That's another one in there too.
And that
There
was like
a lot of them.
there was so many.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to keep up with all of them.
Yeah.
This movie is just like action packed with everything, dude.
Yes.
Totally recommended. And so yeah, he meets up with this one, and then I mean this Logan Wolverine is just like gone through so much. Like he literally just allows Deadpool to just put the gun in his head. He's like, oh wait, hold on. Grabs a bottle, chugs it,
Chugs the whole
and then
bottle.
just like boom, passes the fuck out.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know that Wolverine can actually get drunk because of his healing factor. His
Yeah.
healing factor is up there equivalent to Captain America.
Maybe he just
Captain
likes
America
to-
can't get drunk either.
Yeah. Because metabolism is 4 times that of a human or something like that.
Yeah,
A regular human.
and he has his healing factor. So I'm like, how did that allow that to
Maybe he
happen?
drank a lot.
Oh my guess.
Yeah. I guess maybe because he drank the bottle all at once instead of like he usually does, like little by little.
Yeah, the reason why he does that is because he only gets drunk for like a short amount of time, and then his body just kind of like you get me?
Regenerate.
Yeah.
Like a normal person will be drunk for like an hour. He'll be drunk just for like
So
5 minutes.
What
2
I'm
minutes.
hearing is he drinks himself to alcohol poisoning and comes back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
So-
much. Like just to get a buzz, you know.
Just to get a
Right.
buzz.
And so after he collapses on the floor, that's when Deadpool's like, okay, this will be easier than I thought. And then that's
Yeah.
when he just kind of like moves the shirt aside. He's like, that's the one I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He picks under. He's like, oh, look at that. It only took 20 fucking years. He looks
Yeah, that's right. That's
fourth
right.
wall breaking. He brings his ass into the TSA, drops it in front of Mobius, and Mobius is like, why? Why this one? And he's like, what are you talking about? This is literally the worst Wolverine. And he had to explain to him that he let down his entire world.
Yeah.
And they never really got into details about that, did they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They just said that he just kind of let everyone down. That's
Yeah,
it.
when the girl picks through his brain, she sees.
No, but
Oh yeah,
like,
that's right. It's a little
yeah,
later.
but
They do.
no, yeah, but what they were referring to is like, because you gotta keep in mind at that point in time in that movie, he's like 197 years old, or
Yeah.
somewhere along those lines. So he has all this baggage of not just the people he lost in his timeline, but like his entire lifetime.
But I
Yes.
think it was because he let them down because he was hearing their screams or something like that. He didn't go. He wasn't able to save them.
He just said he walked away.
He walked
Yeah.
away. He let them die.
Pretty
There
much.
was no
Killed.
there was no specifics. That's what gets to me a little bit.
Well, that's kind of what it's implied, that he allowed them to die.
Well, because from my understanding, in during that vision, he says that he refused to join the X-Men. So he was offered, but he just stepped away.
Oh
So-
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm a little bit further on this one, but we can explain it on this one maybe to make it a little easier. So he
Yeah.
pretty much walks away from the X-Men. The X-Men go into battle and they don't survive. And that guilt lives with him for so long, which is why he wears that suit. Because that would have made him pretty much part of the X-Men. So that's kind of that's why he wears a suit, as a remembrance to them.
Okay.
See, they
That
kind of
makes sense.
explained it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm back on track. I'm back on track.
All right, so let's go back to we're in the TSA and Logan's on the floor.
And yeah, they basically tell him that he's just the worst one. That he let all his people, his entire timeline down, and Deadpool is just like, well, son of a bitch.
Yep.
But luckily for Deadpool and his wisecracking lifestyle, he just makes things work. He works with what he got. That's what I like about Deadpool. That's how I can relate to Deadpool. I work with what I got.
Hey, what was that supposed to mean? I'm just kidding.
What, you're looking at me too?
Huh?
What?
What?
I don't know.
She was gone for a second, but she's back.
I tired. Okay, sorry.
It was a long day, but it's so worth it.
It is a long day.
And
This is what's helping me out right now.
And then.
So yeah, they get Mobius throws him into the void.
Yes, they both go into the void.
They go into the void, and the reason of why did they get into the void was because he just tried to get rid of them.
Because he wasn't trying to save the timeline, and Deadpool wanted to do that. So
because Mobius didn't want to save Deadpool's timeline, he just wanted it to die, pretty much to get erased, and he didn't want him to save it, so he threw them both in the void.
He threw them both in there.
He wanted it to die faster because it was already dying.
Yeah,
he just wanted to get it over with because he said it was boring.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also because the TSA,
he didn't want to babysit the timeline. Basically.
Because the TSA used to just eradicate the timelines that would just kind of like pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But then because of the Loki show, there were some changes and they tried to save it. But Mobius was not liking that idea. He just liked the quick fix, which is just getting rid of them.
In other words, Mobius went rogue. Like he was doing this on his own now. Yeah.
And then got both Deadpool and Wolverine in the void, and the void is basically like how do we explain the void? It's like
think of it as pretty much oh my god, what's the name of the movie again? Mad Max in the
it's very Mad Maxy. Yeah.
It's the
I'm trying to remember what they call it.
It's like Marvel's Limbo.
Yeah, Marvel's Limbo that looks like the Wastelands in my opinion.
Well, yeah, it's like a dump. They throw everything.
Yeah, it's Marvel's Limbo.
Like the sign.
The big 20th century.
That's another one. That's another reference that freaking Ryan's way of saying "fuck you" to Fox.
Yes.
No, I don't think it was like a "fuck you," but it was.
No, it was a "fuck you." And we failed to mention that when Mobius was telling him all about his, him being Marvel Jesus, he's like, "Can you give me a second?" And he breaks the fourth wall.
Oh,
it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck. Yes. Breaks the camera and shit.
We completely skipped over that one. Sorry, guys, but yes, he does pretty much flick off Fox because now he's with Disney.
And then the void, we see the giant fox, the famous Fox sign, just like in the as we're calling it, the Marvel Limbo.
Yeah, Marvel Limbo.
The Marvel Limbo trash.
Or you can also call it the desert.
And they're stuck there, and they're like, no idea what to do. So, and Wolverine being Wolverine, he's just like, you know what, fuck this, and that's where we get the first fight scene with Wolverine and Deadpool. And I love the way before it even starts, Deadpool is kind of like, fourth wall breaking again, and he goes, time to take out the special sock nerds because this is about to happen.
That's correct. And in this one, I mean, even Logan gets prepared, man, where he actually gets on all fours to charge at Deadpool. Man.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, he went. He didn't go berserker. Which berserker is like one of his like things that he does. He didn't do it, but that was the position for berserker, and he just fucking went at him.
Yes.
Very, very animalistic. I loved it.
Yeah.
Nerd boner.
Pretty much his animal
everywhere.
side.
I know. I saw.
That's where you see the very first Wolverine Deadpool fight, where they actually go at it. And I mean, it was actually fun. And the first fight, I think, was great. The way it was
entertaining.
Yes, it really was. And we get introduced to Baby Knife.
Baby Knife.
When you see the movie, you'll get it.
Yes. And then the fight gets interrupted by a watcher.
Man.
Yeah, coated
A cloaked man.
Cloaked man from a distance. And then, like, what is it that he yelled? Something about they're coming or something like that. Like he's warning them.
He's warning them.
And Wolverine, Deadpool, so confused, and then he does the superhero landing, which should have been the first red flag. Yeah, because even Deadpool's like, "Oh, that was the superhero landing."
Yeah,
the first what? The first clue.
The first clue, yeah.
And then from a distance, we get lit, like how you mentioned, Mad Max.
Mad Max, yeah.
The way they came in, dude.
Because Deadpool mentions that too, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, whoa,
the way these other we're about to get into the cameos. The way these cameos drive in, super Mad Max style, dude.
Including, then, if you pay attention, was also the guy in the platform driving the bikes. That's also Chris Hemsworth, a character in the new Furiosa movie. He drove motorcycles on a platform like that. Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that one.
That's why I got that cameo. Like, oh my god, they did the same thing. Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that will be the first one, the first random cameo, because you gave me one, which we're gonna get into.
Yeah.
So the cloaked mysterious man reveals himself, and he is pretty much none other than not the person that we thought it was gonna be, but it is Chris Evans, but as the Human Torch.
But we don't know that because you think it's Captain America.
Oh, that's right.
Because even Deadpool thinks it's Captain America. And then he goes, "Oh, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say it. The Avengers assemble.
He's gonna say it.
Oh my god, Captain's here.
Flame on. What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god, that was good. But then he was quickly. This is the part that was like, it surprised me because took down the Human Torch was none other than second cameo
Pyro.
That earlier that happened earlier too.
And we're back.
Sorry about that.
This is the second cameo that took down Human Torch very, very easily, by the way.
Yeah.
Pyro played by Aaron Stanford.
Yeah.
He was the bad guy for an X-Men
2.
X-Men 2, that's right. Was he in 1? Yeah, he was in 1 too, I think. But he was on
I think he was a student.
He was in the Xavier side, and then he turned into Magneto side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a student, that's right. And then he turned to the dark side per se with Magneto.
Yeah.
And here he's apparently was banished to the Marvel Nimble Trash.
Yeah.
And again took down Human Torch because of Pyro. It's in the name, Pyro. He literally sucks the fire out of the Human Torch. That was surprising to see, actually.
That was pretty cool.
That was very surprising. And then with him was I knew I was missing a picture. I don't have it on me right now. But the next cameo that was with him is none other than freaking Sabretooth, dude.
Sabretooth, that's
Saber fucking Tooth, dude.
What should you think of that battle?
That's right. There was a battle between Sabretooth and Wolverine. Also long waited because, well, technically we got it, but not with the Sabretooth that you're thinking about. This isn't Logan Sabretooth. This is the first Sabretooth from the first X-Men movie, dude.
Yeah.
And like I gotta say, he looked almost exactly the same, dude.
I said the same thing. It's like the guy never aged.
He did not age a bit. And this is the one we're talking about. I just got it. This is the one that we're talking about.
Yeah, Sabretooth. That's it.
Sabretooth. Like, god damn, like the motherfucker did not age a bit. It's insane.
Yeah.
But that fight, anticlimactic.
I agree.
Very anticlimactic.
I agree with that.
That's why I asked what you thought about it.
It's super. What did you think?
It was fast.
Yeah.
Really, really fast.
Like I'm talking like.
I mean, I get it. They had a lot of ground to cover, so
yeah.
So I understand. Like it doesn't bother me, but it was really fast.
Yeah, I was
It wasn't
hoping
in
at
the
least
budget.
the fight would last
It
30
wasn't in the
seconds.
budget, and it was. I feel like they had more important things to get to.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I'm not bothered by it, but
Yeah.
it was a very short.
Yeah,
Yeah, very short
The
and
Deadpool Wolverine team up was already expensive as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that.
They could have spent a little less on the car one and a little bit more on that one.
What do you mean on the car?
No, I'm getting ahead.
Oh,
But, you know that.
Oh,
other
the
fight.
advertisement of the famous man in the movie.
okay. But it's because they had a thing. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yes,
I get it. I get it.
We're actually
Did you
almost
get
there.
what
Yeah.
We're almost there.
So, Sabretooth, Wolverine fight, very anticlimactic. Finishes him off with one slice. Head comes right off.
Yep.
And
That's it.
that was
That's
it.
They get taken. That's it.
This is a behind the scene picture, just to let you know.
Yes.
This is a behind the scene.
There you go. That's
He
it.
holds up the head. I don't remember what he says, but it was so hilarious.
It
He even
was.
did an accent and everything.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
true.
remember what he
did.
Something
there was a lot of
about
dialect
you.
for.
I don't know what he said, but it was hilarious.
There was a lot of dialect for Deadpool, so to
Yeah.
keep up with to all of it was
It's
kind of
way
hard.
too much. It's way too
Yeah.
much. And another cameo who was also with them, Toad.
Toad.
Toad
that's
was also
right.
there, played by Ray Park, another character from another X-Men 2 movie, old X-Men movie.
I believe he was in the first one.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think he just got his tongue ripped off, which is basically what happened to him in the first movie as well. He's part reptile. It probably just grows back. So
That's what I'm thinking too.
Nothing new for him.
Typical.
For real.
Casual Friday.
Right. It's
Joe
like,
Friday.
give me
Oh,
a
hello.
day. Give me
And
a
we're
day.
back.
And
Oh.
we're gone.
And Alex is gone.
I can still hear you guys though. Can you hear
We'll be
me?
right back. Give me a sec.
All right.
I had to.
Okay, are you good?
Okay, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, you guys were just lagging for a little bit.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy. It's freaking internet. We need to look into that. But anyways,
Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
yeah, the wife's taking a little break, so it's gonna be me here for a little bit. But so yeah, we got Toad, Sabretooth, what's it called? Human Torch,
Human
Pyro.
Torch as well.
all at once. And then how was it that they get captured again?
So Toad
They
just
were-
activates a magnet, and they just it sucks up both
Oh, yes. That's
Deadpool
right.
and
Yes, that's
Wolverine
right.
to the magnet. Yeah.
Well, it gets Wolverine, Deadpool's in the way, and it just kind of like, pah, it sucks him in there with him.
It just sucks him right in, and that's pretty much how they get captured.
It's almost like Looney Tune way to capture them, but you know it worked.
I said the same thing. Like, really? That's how you got captured? But I mean, if you think about it, I mean, yeah, Wolverine is pure adamantium, so
Yeah,
it'd be easy to catch him.
yeah.
Yeah. So then
And,
they get transported to oh my god, what was the name of that place again? I don't recall.
It's still in there, but they have like a different name for that little area.
Yeah, it's still in the void. We're
It's
still, in the void. We haven't left
Yes, it's just like a part of the void where like the main villain is awaiting for them.
yet. Yeah.
And
Pretty
so
much it's
apparently,
a fortress made out of Ant-Man's suit.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
God damn, I don't have that picture. I should have gotten that picture.
When they arrived, remember what Deadpool said? Oh, so
Yeah.
Paul Rudd finally
All
aged.
right, finally aged.
That's still funny.
So fucking funny. And
Oh man.
so they go inside of the giant Ant-Man fortress,
Yeah.
and we see a couple people. We see a couple cameos in there as well.
Yeah.
The
we see
the
quite a
fir-
few in
the
there.
the one that stuck out the most, like a sore thumb,
Yeah.
is freaking Juggernaut, dude.
Yes. Juggernaut was the big one.
Yeah, played by
Literally
Vinny
and
Jones. By Vinny Jones from the X-Men movie as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the one that stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Easily.
And there was another one there, and this one disappointed me so much. This one was, and there's this one's so like under wraps in this movie that there was no picture of the actual actor himself. So I had to use a comic book version of him. And the character I'm talking about is freaking Mephisto.
Yes, that's right. He was in there, but I feel like they just underutilized him.
So much, dude. So hard. Like, he's literally the Satan of the Marvel universe, and he was just like, he just kind of like popped in and out.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's right there, pretty much, just kind of like that. That's what it felt like they used him as. Like, he's just there.
Yeah, like he's a little bit more than that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, I felt they could have probably used him a little better. But pretty much when they get captured, they get taken there to the fortress, and they meet one of the other main villains.
The main villain.
The main villain that pretty much, wants to take over.
And that
there was
is
a reason why she was thrown in the void.
Cassandra Nova, played by Emma Corrin.
Yep.
And she is Xavier's sister.
Yeah, and even in the comics, Xavier didn't even know he had a sister. She was pretty much thrown into the void.
Straight from the womb, apparently, according to her.
Yeah, straight from the womb. Which is why Charles never found out that he had a sister.
Yep.
At least for a long time.
And that kind of says a lot about the void, too. The fact that Xavier can't even, like, find her. Because he's, like, he's, like, the top psychic mutant in the whole X-Men thing. The whole Marvel freaking universe.
Marvel universe, yeah. He's one of the most powerful psychics.
That says a lot about the void, too.
Yep.
And she pretty much explains, like Alec was saying, that she's been there since birth. She's been stuck there, but she likes it there. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, she does. She says that she likes the void
because she pretty much rules everybody there. So
yeah, she's in charge.
She's in charge, and like all the other cameos before meeting her up said, whether you work for her or you get your food for I can't remember the giant cloud monster from Loki.
I'm trying to remember the name. Too.
Leave it in the comment or in the replay if you know the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's whether you're with her food or you work for her. That's pretty much how the void works, apparently.
Yeah. It's one or the other, pretty much. And before all that went down, as they have the Human Torch prisoner, this is actually a good one too. Deadpool decides to go on a rant on everything that the Human Torch supposedly said about Cassandra Nova. And after a long rant, she decides, "Oh, is that really what you said?" And just tears off the Human Torch's skin.
Yeah,
it's like nothing's like bang.
Like quite literally, just like she just kind of thinks and it happens.
Yeah. And then pretty much from there, that's where she says the speech is either you're with me or your food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as this creature was coming towards them, that's where pretty much Wolverine finds I guess like a leg with a thruster on it, and him and Deadpool are able to escape.
That leg is actually from a Sentinel.
Thank you. There we go. I was like, man, I'm trying to remember. Sentinel. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, from one of the Sentinels, so he and Deadpool are able to escape, and they land just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and then if I'm not mistaken, they land, and then they're just kind of just like walking along the entire thing, trying to find something, and I think they get caught or something. They get caught by somebody, and then
not on this one yet. I believe this is where they meet Deadpool's dog.
Deadpool's who?
Deadpool's dog. I might be getting
Dogpool.
Dogpool. Sorry, yeah, Dogpool.
Peggy. Well, that's her real name.
Actually, Peggy doesn't come till a little bit later. Actually,
okay. I know it's around that same area.
They both get captured once again.
By who?
And they end up in this cave.
No, Dogpool was before that.
Was it?
Before all the other cameos.
Yes, because I know that they meet Nicepool.
They meet Nice Pool first, and he's the one who gives them the car.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, so I was like, I think I know.
And they meet what is it? Something Puppins, Mary Puppins.
It's Dog Pool,
which is Mary Poppins.
Which is Mary Poppins in the movie.
Yeah. Mary Poppins.
But the real dog's name is actually Peggy.
Peggy. Peggy.
I think I do. All right. Well, anyways, I'll look her up while we keep talking. So yeah, this is why I have you guys here. It's just to kind of keep me in place.
It was a long movie. It's a
long ass movie.
Trying to recall everything as it goes. But yeah, they do bump into Nice Pool and into Peggy, which is a small dog with a long tongue. That tongue is the one thing that just made me laugh the most.
She was voted the Britain's ugliest dog.
Yeah.
And apparently Ryan Reynolds had to have like salmon paste on his mouth or something so she would actually lick him.
Yeah.
Hey, you do what you got to do. So within that scene, Peggy comes to him. He starts holding the dog and starts licking his face. There you go.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute.
Yeah.
The suit, man.
Oh man, she was just perfect. She is Dog Pool.
Yeah.
They couldn't have picked a better dog.
I agree. And so after that, you see Nice Pool just come out of nowhere, and it's still played by Ryan Reynolds, but long flowing hair, no scars in the face. Mm-hmm. It's like, whoa, the complete opposite of what Deadpool currently looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they start just having a conversation about what's going on, and they mention how they escaped Cassandra Nova, and Nice Pool's like, wait, you guys escaped from there? Really? Yeah, he was surprised, like, dang, I never thought that would happen.
Yeah.
And so then after that, he's like, well, because, this universe is filled with a lot of the Deadpools here, because apparently in the void, there's a lot of Deadpools that have been sent there. Yeah. And so then afterwards, he decides, well, I want to help you. But because he's so nice, like, even though Deadpool's throwing a bunch of insults at him, he still smiles at him and still nice to him.
And the funny thing is when he because how he tells him, like, about meeting Lady Pool?
Yeah.
And he's like, that she just had a baby and she looks great.
Yeah.
So that should have been like your first hint because of like who plays her. Because she had a baby. She just had a baby in real life.
Okay.
True. But
so that's like a nod to that. Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
Yes, I do. I do. In fact, I mentioned it earlier when I said Gossip Girl. We should definitely know that.
Yeah.
We'll still keep it a secret for right now, unless you still remember.
No, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
Yeah, almost there. Hang in there, everyone. So then afterwards, Nice Pool decides, all right, hey, I got a vehicle that can help you get to your destination. And we forgot to mention this in the beginning, since Wade is a car salesman, he's driving along with a family, an Kia, and, it was a Honda Odyssey. And he's talking about how, it's a good car and everything, and just stay away from the Kia. And lo and behold, when they're in the void and Nice Pool says, here's my vehicle, lo and behold, it's a Honda Odyssey. His face like, really? A Honda? By the way, you should get yourselves a Honda Odyssey.
They're sponsored by Deadpool.
I wouldn't be surprised if Honda sales go up.
Hey, they should make one that's just like literally black and red, and one that's yellow and black.
Oh man, I guarantee those will sell out immediately.
All right. I mean, they got the what was it, Xbox or PlayStation controllers with their asses on it? I might as well.
Yeah, and those sold out quick. Heck, I couldn't even get one. Yeah. And so then after that, pretty much Deadpool and Wolverine hop into the Odyssey, and they take off. And that's pretty much when, they have like their first trip. Whereas how Deadpool's always talking, and Logan's thing is like, do you ever stop talking?
And then that's where I walked in that part.
Yeah, you walked into that. You want to say this part then?
Yes.
What part?
The part that you say that they could have probably done without.
Oh, they have like this like fight, I guess, in the car.
No, yeah, they have a fight because
but there's a long dialogue before that.
Yeah, to sum it up. Because Deadpool has a really he's the merc with the mouth, so he's got a big mouth. and he just got to Wolverine, and Wolverine said some.
He snapped at him, and
then
and then that's when the fight started. And did you notice when he smacks him against the radio, the song from The Greatest Showman starts playing?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, he smashes his face into the radio.
Second or so, but he smacks him, and then the Greatest Showman, because like Hugh Jackman, it starts playing.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed.
Yeah, okay. It was kind of quick. He smashed his head into the radio. You hear that?
Yeah, it was like a second. Like the song played for like a second.
Yeah, very quick.
I missed it. If it was for a split second, I would have caught it, but I was like too into the fight, to be quite honest with you.
But I feel like that fight dragged on for like a very long time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, there was a reason why.
I get it, but I'm saying like they could have made it a little shorter to add more to the other one.
The main reason for the fight is because Wolverine. It's a long dialogue, but to sum it up, he says that he's been alive for over 200 years, and yet Deadpool couldn't join the Avengers, couldn't keep his life together, and hell, couldn't even keep a stripper for a wife, for a girl, because technically Vanessa was a stripper. And that's kind of where he snaps.
The picture is up right now is actually from that little fight scene inside the car.
And is that Baby Knife?
That's Baby Knife.
Baby Knife.
Yeah, it's a roomy car.
It's pretty roomy. I mean, they had a whole fucking fight scene inside and out of the fucking thing. It was insane.
Then they get taken.
Yeah.
And I would always tell people that if it was between a fight between Deadpool and Wolverine would win the fight. But of course, Deadpool wouldn't die. So as you see that whole epic fight happening in the van, one of the quotes from Deadpool, "Hey, this van holds up."
Yeah.
Hey, that man took a beating,
Alex thinks Wolverine won that fight because
Deadpool was strapped on the thing. Yeah.
But
because towards the end,
to me, it's a little hard to say because they both don't die. So,
but I don't think it was like a. Maybe not that he. Well, yeah, he won because he tied him up.
He just won like the fight.
But they're both.
But I mean, like as far as who would tap out and say, okay, you know what? Like,
because you can't kill him.
Yeah, they can. Yeah. But pretty much, like, when Wolverine won the fight, is that pretty much he tied up Wade. Yeah. He tied up Deadpool and he couldn't move no more.
Yeah.
But they fought until pretty much
and then,
they both
like you said, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's how my wife over here says that's when they get captured because they're both like knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they both wake up in this cave. And they both wake up. Well, actually, Logan's the first one up, looking out through the one of the caves or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Wade wakes up. He's like, "Where are we?" And Logan's like, "I don't know, but I like it here." Drinking a Jim Beam.
Yes, the bourbon. Yeah, because pretty much after the fight, they're both knocked out in the van. Wolverine is just laying back while you see Deadpool completely, wrapped up in seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, Wolverine tied him up. And then you see somebody hop into the van and just drive off. And then that's when they wake up in the cave. And after Deadpool wakes up, he says, "Hey, where are we? I don't know, but I like this place.
I like it here." Drinking the Jim Beam bottle.
Oh, yeah.
And this is the part, guys. This is the part
the cameos come out.
Where the very, very awesome cameos come in. And we're gonna go at this in order. So, how Alex mentioned that somebody walked in or jumped into the car and drove them both off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
That's the first cameo that we see because this person appears in the dark corner and she shows themselves, and that cameo, that person, that character is X-23.
That's right. X-23.
And all grown up. All grown the fuck up.
We don't find out it's her until we see the other ones first, and then her.
Played by Daphne Keane, by the way.
Yeah.
And Deadpool was like because Deadpool explained to Wolverine in the beginning parts where he mentions her to him, like, "Oh, you were trying to save this little girl, and then blah blah blah, and then you died." And then she pops up, and he's like, "That's her. That's the girl I was telling you about."
Yeah. But first, he meets the other cameos.
It starts off with
first.
No, it's her, and then they come in.
No, isn't it?
Oh no! Actually, Christina's right.
Was it?
You only see X-23's feet as she hops into the van, but we don't know it's
that's it.
X23 yet.
And then the
Then she
first one
drives
that
up.
you see is, I believe it's her.
Okay, so I was off by a little bit. Again, this is why I have these people here to help me out.
It's okay,
So,
buddy. I was
apparently-
actually excited for X23.
Yeah, I was excited too.
I'm not sure. No, is it him or her? I want
No, it should be her first.
It's
Okay,
her?
so the first
Yeah.
one, apparently, I was wrong. The first one was this one,
Electra.
Electra, not seen, not as shown in Deadpool 3, because again, they're very secretive about this.
Yeah, this one none of us knew about. Electra made her cameo. She was the first one to come in.
Yes, played by Jennifer
Gardner, of course, still the original actress.
Yes,
she comes in and introduces herself and says that they're part of the the resistance against Cassandra Nova.
yeah,
And
She was
then
the
we
first
see-
one.
yes.
And then we see on top
And then
him, I believe.
this is the one that caught us all off guard.
This is the part. This is the one that I just like. I was the loudest gasper in the theaters.
I know. I heard you.
Yes, you were. I was right behind you after that. I had popcorn, sorry.
This is who it was. Boom!
Blade!
But there was beef between him and
Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds. Because
Oh,
they
yeah,
even
there
comment
was.
on it, saying something about it being in the past, or I don't know what. Like they make a comment on it, but there was beef between them because they
I actually
start.
know a little bit about that beef.
Oh,
yeah,
because
but,
of the Blade. I
Blade
forget which
3, I
one. It was
believe
part
it is?
3.
And Ryan
Yes.
Reynolds said he wasn't going to come out in a movie with him again.
Yeah, because of Blade Part 3.
Like he was
'cause
hard to
in it.
work with, or something like
Yes,
that.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
That he was difficult to work with, so he didn't want to come out in a movie with him anymore. And then this
So
happened.
they always had beef for a while until this one.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like, no, that was all in the past,
Yeah.
But he makes that comment, like,
Yeah, he makes
Like, a
that
lot
movie
of the-
that's true.
it's a lot of the things that like are actually happen, and
Yeah.
he just throws them in, even with Electra.
And we forgot to mention this is played by Wesley Snipes. My bad.
Yeah, it's Wesley Snipes,
Wesley Snipes.
which he mentions along the movie that he is the only Blade.
The
and
only
will
Blade,
only
yeah.
will be. It was like,
To this day,
Yes!
he's still the only Blade.
fucking A, dude.
Yep. So he makes a cameo. That's a cameo that none of us knew was coming in.
Nope.
Yep.
And then,
then-
which one was next then? Since I'm apparently I
And
like,
then it was
The third one was
the
yes.
third one.
Gambit,
Yep.
Gambit, played by Channing
Gambit.
Tatum.
Played by
Magic Mike
himself. By the way, this picture that I'm showing right now is not completely accurate. You
That's-
notice that his face was much more rounder,
Yes, very, very round.
very, very round. I even told her when we were watching this in theaters that maybe they should have kept the one in Logan.
Perhaps
He had
one
the
from,
slim
Wolverine,
face. His face would have looked good in that, whatever that thing is.
the mask that he had on the side.
Yeah.
It's because they brought in the costume from pretty much from the animated series.
Yeah, pretty
That was
much.
the costume there.
and then
But
they
originally, if I recall, I think Channing Tatum was supposed to play Gambit in one of the X-Men movies, but they just kind of took him out of it.
That's true.
And
They
so,
just didn't. It just didn't go through.
and so they finally just brought him in here as that cameo.
Yeah.
And they gave him such weird lines that at one point Deadpool even says, "Who's your line coordinator? The Minions?"
the Minions, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your dialect
Like,
teacher?
thank
The
you,
Minions?
Coach, yeah.
Coach.
Who's your
That's right.
Yeah.
And then after that is when they mention a bunch of
Yeah.
other people
And then that's
And
when
then
we
she
get
comes
X23.
X23.
after.
Sorry,
they
Raymond and I
mentioned-
were both very excited to announce her.
They mention all the ones that died.
It's like it's another Wolverine, man. Come on.
Well, that's
Who died
technically
in the?
Wolverine's created daughter.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned all these people that died that were also in the void, but they died in the void.
The Punisher was one of them.
The
Punisher was one of them.
The Punisher. It
Mentioned
was
the
John, or what was it? There was his name being thrown around. Like,
Yes.
just do it for what's his name, and I don't know, whatever. As he was doing his
I
little
don't
speech.
remember
I don't remember. I know it was Punisher and Daredevil because of
Yes, Daredevil was another
Yeah.
joke. Because he also makes a joke where Jennifer Garner was married to him in real life,
and they divorced.
Oh yeah, that's
and then
right.
so he makes the
This is Barbie's
area of
the
All the little fun facts.
Barbie's the entertainment side of this.
And then he mentions that. That's why Jennifer Garner goes, it's okay.
It's okay, yeah. Yeah, because her and Ben Affleck actually divorced in real life.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah.
And so basically, Blade and Elektra, not so much Gambit. X-23, we got our very, very first tiny little taste of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I was so excited about. This little team up here. Literally, the only people missing was like Punisher, like they said, Daredevil, Venom. We're getting Red Hulk. Red Hulk's part of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, that's true.
Ghost Rider as well. There's just to name a few. Those are like the top dogs.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. And so pretty much in that scene, they start talking about how they want to go, or how they're surprised that they escaped Cassandra Nova's base, and how maybe there's a way for them to get out of the void. And so then afterwards, Deadpool starts talking about how they can become a team. But of course, Logan says, yeah, count me out. I'm not in it.
Yeah. As he drinks more Jim Beam.
Yeah. And then Gambit shoots the Jim Beam because he's like, hey, stop drinking my alcohol. And he breaks the Jim Beam, but that doesn't stop Logan from grabbing the next bottle and just popping it out. That was an awesome scene. Yep.
That was an awesome scene, actually. And pretty much, they plan it out. And there's this one scene before they actually go back into the giant Ant-Man little part of the void. Yeah. Where it's X-23 and Logan, they have like this little moment. Yeah, he's in front of this bonfire, still drinking. By the way,
still going at it, and he's just like, it's Logan. He has some really fucked up dark past, so that's why he drinks. This is supposedly the worst slogan in the whole multiverse.
Yeah.
So as X-23 sits with him, she tells him how. In her timeline, he was, someone that saved him, but he looks like, yeah, that's just not me.
Yeah, you're just like him, angry, drunk.
Angry, drunk.
Yeah.
And then he mentions, like, you don't understand. Like, I've seen some roughness. I've lost people. He's just pretty much down, because everything that's happened to him in his past is just affecting him. And finally, he says a very famous line that I think we still remember when he says, "I'm just not the right guy." And that's when X-23 turned around and says, "You never were."
Yeah, you were always the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy. Thank you.
That was a very touching moment. The only line that was missing from this entire movie was Wolverine going that he's the best at what he does, and what he does is not nice. Yeah. That's like Wolverine's thing, but whatever. Yeah, it was close enough. It was close enough.
It was there. It was almost.
Yeah, there. It was there. Yeah. It was implied.
Yeah. But remember, this is like the other Wolverine that's down on the dumps.
Yeah. And so she just kind of walks away, and then cuts to the scene where everybody's in that same tiny little broken down beat up car after that huge fight between Deadpool and Wolverine, and they're driving towards the giant Ant-Man
base.
Villain base.
Yeah.
And that's where we get that one line from Blade, as he's like prepping like this giant fucking cannon, and he's
the Punisher's rocket launcher.
Yeah, he's like, how? Then they mentioned the Punishers again, and it's like, how many in Deadpool's like, how many Punishers that we have? Like 5 or something. And they goes, and there's only one blade, and there only will be one blade.
That's right.
He starts shooting. I was like, such a badass thing to do and say.
Right. I got a question for you on this one. You know how like a lot of people are mentioning they're just cameos, but you know how a cameo is something really quick for like 5 or 10 seconds in the film, but a lot of these characters were in there for minutes in the film. So would you say
make a very good point, sir?
Cameos?
You make a good point.
Yeah,
that wouldn't fall on their cameo then.
No, that would be more of a supporting role.
Did you?
I said I don't think they were considered cameos.
Yeah,
it's because they call them cameos.
I know, but that was my thing too. Maybe
But Alex does make a point.
Yeah, because a cameo is something very quick. Like when you see in Stan Lee, like Stan Lee makes a cameo because he's just there for a few seconds. But these characters were in the movie for minutes. to a point that you see him in a fight scene, you know, which we're about to get to.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's got to be a much more better term for that. If you do know, please leave it in the comment section.
Yes, please. Tell us what you think. I agree with that. But so now they're driving to, or they've just shot the rocket launcher at the base to bust open the doors, and they're getting ready for pretty much a fight. And again, you know, in the previous scene, Logan seems like he just didn't want to be part of it.
Yep.
So as they bust into the base, everybody exits the beat up Honda Odyssey. Yeah, sorry, that van's still making me laugh. So they all exit the van, you know, in a really cool fashion, and it looks like they're getting ready for a fight, but you don't see Logan in there yet until you see the trunk open.
The trunk open.
And lo and behold, who exits? Wolverine himself, ready for the fight.
Fucking A.
Yep.
And then so we see a nice epic fight with everybody. Oh, before the fight started, X-23 with her little pink sunglasses like she wore when she was a little kid.
Yes. That was
brilliant touch. Brilliant touch. Yeah. And that's where it just goes.
I was gonna say the purpose of this fight was to get Juggernaut's helmet to cover Cassandra Nova's head to stop her from using her powers.
That's true. That's true.
I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Juggernaut's helmet is not, it's magical. It's like the one thing that's actually making him super, super strong. So
because Magneto's helmet was destroyed.
Exactly. Yeah, because it was whether that or Juggernaut, and he had no choice. So, and even Deadpool was super pissed off. Like, and Magneto's still alive. No, he's dead. Fuck!
No, he's dead. Damn! What about his helmet destroyed?
But the helmet's still around, and it got destroyed. Fuck! So they had no choice.
I'm sorry, there was a lot of stuff in this movie.
There's a lot of there's so much. So they had no choice but to try to take off the Juggernaut being an unstoppable force. He doesn't look he doesn't look the part in this movie because they used the Juggernaut from the first Juggernaut from the first X-Men movies, not the animated one, the one that actually looks kind of like comic book accurate.
Yeah,
so he doesn't look the part, but he is still unstoppable.
Oh yeah,
but they did it.
They did it though.
They did it.
And the one that did
they got the helmet.
Yeah, the one who was able to cut off the head was X-23. Nice.
Yeah, that was surprising, by the way. It just too easy. But again, like how Barbie says, they had a lot of ground to get to. So
a lot of it, yeah.
How you said that they had a lot of ground to get to. So the only way to kind of like shut down that fight easily was X-23 slicing his head off, just like Wolverine did to Sabretooth.
There's still a lot of movie left.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're about maybe 3/4 of the way done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a quarter to go.
Oof.
Almost there.
Our daughters are tired.
Do it for the carrot cake. I'm kidding. Anyway, so now as they're battling, you know, a bunch of the inside the dome where Ant-Man's fortress is. So now you see both Wolverine and Deadpool. Or first starts with Deadpool jumping up there to try to stop Cassandra Nova, which as they both get up there, she actually pins down Wolverine after throwing Deadpool to the side.
Yeah.
And then that's when Cassandra Nova goes into Logan's mind, and that's pretty much where now we come to what I mentioned earlier, where he talks about what happened.
The way she does it, though.
Yes.
He fingers his head. Like,
yeah, she did it to Deadpool too.
No, but like, no raw dog, like finger going into skull and brain.
Speaking of, did
the whole hand was in there at one point.
Did you mention how Human Torch died?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Where was I? Because it just reminded me of something else.
Oh, I think that's when you had stepped out for a second.
Yeah, I think that's where you stepped out.
That's called my child.
Yeah, and it's okay. So pretty much Cassandra Nova has this power where she can actually pretty much drill her fingers into your head and read your thoughts. And the way she does it is kind of creepy, but kind of cool at the same time. So as she's a little
exotic.
Yeah. She's pretty much trying to tell Logan that, you know, hey, you know, look at everything you've done before. Like, you should be ashamed. And he doesn't deny. He's like, yeah, I am. I've let a lot of people down.
Yeah.
And then she tries to convince him, like, no, join me. You'll be fine. It's
I
like,
can
no,
take
you
it
just
all
fell
away.
asleep.
And then when she thinks she's got him.
Yep. Guess who comes out with the helmet?
Boom! Deadpool from the side
Mm-hmm.
With the helmet.
with the helmet, and then grabs her by the neck with baby blade, a baby knife.
Baby knife.
But then while they got her, that other guy walks in.
Oh no! There was like this moment where he's like, "I got her, man. I can kill her right here. She's right here."
Oh, yeah.
But then Wolverine came out with his X-Men came out.
We don't.
Yeah.
His X-Men was showing.
Well, Professor Xavier taught him.
Yeah.
Yeah, to show mercy, pretty much.
Yeah, he showed mercy to Nova, and he's like, he would not want this. He wouldn't want me to kill you.
Yeah.
I want to. Every bone in my body wants to kill you.
But Charles wouldn't.
But
let
Charles
me do
wouldn't
that.
want that.
Yeah, he would not want that.
Yeah.
I would have done
brother.
it. This is why I wouldn't have been such a. I wouldn't have been a very good guy. I would have killed her. Sorry.
That would have been Darth Barbie.
I wouldn't have even thought twice about it. I wouldn't have even like. If I was Deadpool, I would have just.
But you have to remember that
Mhm.
she was the only way out too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
the
why
only
they
way
were.
to get out of
That's
there.
why Wolverine also kind of like.
Search your pockets afterwards. You would have found the ring.
But
Yeah, but they wouldn't know what to do with it.
Maybe Deadpool.
Deadpool knew.
No, Deadpool knows Strange, but Deadpool doesn't know his
Oh,
his
fine,
ways.
whatever. Goody two shoes.
They don't
It's
have
okay,
good-
it's
they don't have good issues. If anything, that was Wolverine's smart move because
Okay, after she did the thing and showed them how, I would have been like, wow, thank you.
okay, then you could have killed her.
Yes, that probably would have been a good idea. So pretty
Yeah.
much afterwards,
But then the movie wouldn't have progressed. Keep going.
Yeah.
that's true. So if it would have happened there, then the story would have just ended. They would have been stuck in the void unless they found out how to use the ring.
Mhm.
But pretty much what happened is, Logan decided to spare her life. And then from there, she says, okay, well, for sparing my life, I'll let you guys get out of here. There was
Sure,
a
give him
wizard
a
that came
second.
through here, and I took a little artifact of his, and that's where she shows the ring.
Oh yeah, she mentioned that she killed Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
a wizard
Doctor
went
Strange.
through.
Sorry, yeah.
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 And so she opens the portal and says, all right, you guys can leave, but you just got a few seconds before the monster comes and eats you.
It was I believe it was 4 seconds. I think she said.
Yeah,
So
it was
they
just
do it
seconds.
epically in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. That took about maybe 30
Which
seconds.
exactly what happened too.
A 4 second.
I can't remember what song was playing as they were running in slow
I don't
motion,
remember either.
but it fit. It went.
I don't remember either.
And then
But-
they land.
They land back in Deadpool's universe.
Did you see where they landed though? What are the places that they landed?
Was
Here's
it?
another fun fact.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. It's another Ryan Reynolds movie, right?
Was it? No, was it Ryan Reynolds?
It was like there's something about feet or shoes or whatever, and it's the co-creator. The co-creator of Deadpool apparently sucks at drawing feet, so he avoids it. So the place where they landed at, it's like a shoe store or something with his name on it, and it's like a gag because he sucks at drawing feet.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty
So
I
it
didn't know
was
that.
homage to that
It
guy.
was, yeah,
Okay,
Thank
I
you,
didn't know
Barbara.
that.
and it's like a shoe store or something like that involving feet because he sucks at drawing feet. So they were poking fun at him.
Very nice. See,
I would have thought that was a foot.
there you
fetish.
go. I didn't know that one either. Very good.
Me neither. I
like
did not know
fun
that. Facts by Barbie.
I think you have it in that picture.
Yeah, this is where they actually land. Let's see if we can actually see it.
Oh yeah, it says Layfield feet.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it
there
is.
it
Holy
is.
shit, dude.
Not
There you go. Lo and behold.
No, I did not notice that. That's pretty cool. Oh man, that was awesome.
Nice. Good job, Barbie. Good job.
All right.
Hey, hold on.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
So yeah, they end up there, and then guess who followed them though? Do you remember?
Was it Dogpool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dogpool
she pops out
appears.
first. Yeah. Okay. All right. I remember.
Dogpool
Dogpool is the
and
first one to
Nightpool.
appear there.
Yeah. That's right, because Dogpool appears out of nowhere. You see Deadpool really happy, and then right behind, oh, there you are. You see Nice Pool.
Nice pool. That
Yeah.
mother fucking nice pool.
Yeah.
How was that again?
What? Ugh.
Or the
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much they meet up again on, they're just discussing about, they're back in the universe. But turns out that Cassandra Nova didn't just let him go through scot-free. She decided to open up another portal to let some more people come in. And that's pretty much where you're going to see the huge group of Deadpools. But before that happens, there's actually another fun fact. I think you might know this one too, Christina, where pretty much Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and talks about a movie that Ryan Reynolds was in. I'm trying to recall which one it was, but he mentions it. He's like, "You're not the only one that can break the fourth wall." And now you see Nice Pool say, "The proposal." He's like, "Really? You're gonna mention that bitch?"
Oh, wait, the proposal is that the one where like he has sex with girls and then they get married?
No, the proposal I believe was him and Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I'm thinking of another one. What are you?
Yeah, no, that's Good Luck Chuck.
No, there's a movie. Like,
he just said it.
That was him though, right?
No, that was another actor. I forgot his name.
Shit.
He's
I'm thinking something totally different. That
know
movie's
that was
funny though. That movie's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one that I remember. I was like, when he mentioned the proposal, I'm like, oh my god, him and Sandra Bullock.
And then we get somebody that they mentioned in the movie already, and that is Lady Pool.
Lady Pool.
Played by
Blake Lively.
his wife.
His
How
wife,
cute is that?
dude.
She also picked out the music and everything, and like a lot of the little things that he says, like the sorting hat comment and like all these little things. It was all her who did it.
And going back to what you mentioned earlier also is when they were still in the void and they bump into Nice Pool, he mentions that how she had a baby and she looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, she just
Yeah, Blake Lively just had their second child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another one.
Yeah.
Another one?
All that.
Oh, yeah. There's one that she actually told me about.
He doesn't come out in any of the comics or anything like that. Like he's just like a random one that they just added.
Okay.
Do you want to mention who it is?
It is a Welsh pool, which is
Paul Mullen, which is
like
apparently a professional soccer player
that plays for Ryan Reynolds' team, which is like that.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds owns his own fucking soccer team. Can you believe that shit?
That's pretty cool. I didn't even know that fun fact.
And so the guy who plays that one, which is if you see like his chest has like the thing for the soccer team.
Yeah.
So that guy actually plays for the team, and it was actually him in the suit.
That is awesome.
That was just a little random.
And unfortunately, that's the only variant Deadpool that I have because again they're very secretive about this movie, dude.
Oh yeah, and there was a lot of Deadpool. There was like a samurai Deadpool, a cowboy Deadpool, pretty much
baby Deadpool. Also the head one,
the zombie head Deadpool,
the zombie head,
the kid Deadpool. The kid one's like he like I don't know, he lashes out at Deadpool and Nice Pool's like, oh, he's the most what do you call him?
He's like the nastiest one, like
he's
the most
nastiest
foul
one.
He's the most foul of the kid.
Yeah.
And so after that, pretty much they're about to get ready for a battle, and before they do, Lady Deadpool actually starts to open fire and shoots at Nice Pool.
All right.
He uses Nice Pool as his shield.
Zombie Deadpool is like, it's Uzi time, and then
there you go, it's Uzi time. So Lady Deadpool gets good shots at Nice Pool, and Deadpool uses them as a shield. He's like, "Don't worry, just your regeneration will kick in." I don't regenerate.
Regeneration?
You find out he's the only
one that doesn't have that power.
At this point in the movie, we only know he's the only one.
Yeah.
The only one, yeah. He's the only one so far.
He leads them to believe that all of them don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So after he shoots him, he says, "Oh look, there's was it a hot dog stand?"
Yeah.
And let's face it, he used him on purpose so he would die so he can keep
Everybody knows he did it on purpose.
Even Wolverine knew it.
One thing. Yeah, during the void,
he died because of murder, you dick.
Because if you recall, in the void, Nice Pool shows Deadpool that he has like 24 karat, Desert Eagle,
and he had his eye on those too.
And on Dog Pool.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Yes. So afterwards, he decides, okay, I need to get him to the hot dog cart because chances are there's a first date there. So he just grabs Nice Pool and just uses him as a shield. That guy just takes hits, and at one point, he even stands in the middle.
He literally just stands in front of the open fire.
Yeah, all the gunshots on.
Look at me, tell me, I'm going to live through this.
I'm going to
Say
live
it.
through this.
Say it. Oh my god.
To finally make it to the other side of the street where, unfortunately, he doesn't make it.
Yeah.
But like Raymond mentioned, this Deadpool leads them to believe that all these Deadpools don't have the regeneration feature or
Power.
healing factor. So that's when you get ready for probably the most epic part of the entire movie.
Yeah.
The battle.
The battle between
Battle of
Wolverine and
Deadpools.
Deadpool and all the other Wolverines.
Deadpools.
Oh, but dude,
mean
the way this fight starts is Deadpool and Wolverine, and we get this shot here, right here.
Right there, yeah. That's when they're getting ready. And as you see, look, those are the 24-karat Desert Eagle.
That he essentially stole by murdering somebody.
Borrowed indefinitely.
Yeah, and then this is where the most epic part of the movie happens, because not only do we get Wolverine with the yellow suit, we finally get the mask. We finally get the mask. And he pulls it out from behind him like a fucking hoodie.
Deadpool's reaction.
White eyes and everything, dude. It got the white eyes, just like Deadpool's.
Yep, everything. It was perfect.
Deadpool turns around. It's like, what is the wind resistance on those blowjob handles?
Which is the popcorn bucket that they made, and then on the back it says can be used for popcorn too.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He poked so much fun at that.
We get this epic moment, and Deadpool just shits on it in a good way, though. In a good way.
I mean, you could even hear it in the movie theater. As soon as he puts that mask on, everybody's like gasping, like oh!
And then laughter followed by laughter.
Right by laughter.
And oh my god, they all just charge at all of these Deadpool variants, dude. Like,
and they just start chopping at him.
It's like the video game, the Ninja Turtle video game.
Yeah.
Where you're just kind of fighting all the foot ninjas and you just keep going and going and going and going from a side view. That is exactly how it looked like.
That one was amazing. It was a great fight scene, you know, just where you see a Wolverine and original Deadpool just going at and chopping these guys, you know, beating these guys every way they could.
Yeah.
And then when they finally start, or when they kind of beat every single one that was there, you see a baby Deadpool.
Yeah, that's my favorite part. He starts laughing at him.
Oh, but before they meet up the baby Deadpool, the best shot in the entire movie.
Wolverine coming out of the
Deadpool and Wolverine jumping out of the bus, and that pose, dude. Oh my! I'm so
Wolverine
pissed,
pose.
So fucking pissed that they haven't leaked that fucking picture out, because I would have used it so hard, but I couldn't. But that was like the best fucking. That should have been like the cover, if anything, but whatever.
Yes, just the landing with the claws on the side, everything.
And then Deadpool, as usual, falls and just ruins that scene. But it was epic in slow motion, by the way.
One thing I tell people is like that was the whole point, you know, to make Wolverine look great, and Deadpool's, you know, he's kind of clumsy. He'll just tip over. And so when that scene ends, you see a baby Deadpool there sitting down and just starts randomly laughing.
Like, what are you laughing, you little fuck?
He just points in the back. And
everybody comes back.
Every single Deadpool variant starts to stand.
Yeah.
But who saves the day? Who saves the day?
Who saves the day, Barbie? You want to say it?
Put the picture.
I just put the picture? Okay.
Peter!
Dressed up in his own
Deadpool costume.
So you can tell she doesn't fit up the stomachs all there.
So apparently every Deadpool variant has a Peter,
and they all love him.
Yes, he is pretty much their main thing in every single multiverse. Peter.
So everybody goes and just kind of like huddles around Peter.
Hugs him
Peter.
and just him.
And Wolverine and Deadpool walk away. And Deadpool's like, enjoy my Peter. And what's cool is that we actually have a Peter.
We do.
His name is actually Peter.
And we love him too.
Peter, you're loved, buddy.
And so they just
all the Deadpool go to Peter, and that's kind of where that's where Deadpool, the original Deadpool and Wolverine, kind of take a breather there.
Yeah.
They run to go save the day.
Yes. And that's where they end up in back at
subway area thing, or where? What?
The what?
That subway thing, no?
Oh yeah, the underneath subway. Where pretty much they're back over here they're back in the regular world but what's the name of the base again? The TSA base?
The TSA, yes.
Yeah, TSA base. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, they pretty much go back there and they start find out what's going on. And then that's when you see a little bit. That's when you see Cassandra Nova now come back to this particular realm.
She's got her hands in that thing, and she's absorbing all that energy.
She's breaking down the timelines because she wants to break everything and just leave the void. That's her plan.
But then they find out that if whoever stops it is gonna end up dying and not coming back, right?
That's correct.
Yes.
The reason she found out about that was because when she put her hands through I keep forgetting the character's name.
Mobius.
Mobius, thank you.
Yeah.
She does her little mind thing, the finger thing that you like to call it.
The brain fingering.
Yes. And she starts reading his thoughts and minds like, oh, so that's what you're trying to do. She discovers about the machine that can pretty much where she can control time or destroy every universe except the void.
Yeah.
So
that's her master plan.
Yeah, so she wants to destroy every timeline, drags him down there by the head, but with the fingers within the head. And pretty much says, all right, I'm taking over. And then that's pretty much where
the way she drags him around like a fucking ragdoll was fucking brutal.
I know. Made me think of Aerosmith's song Ragdoll. I don't know why.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. And so yeah, she finds out what he knows by doing her brain fingering thing, like Alex says.
Yeah.
She goes and does it.
She goes and does it.
And then, that's when they tell Deadpool and Wolverine the only way to stop them is by pretty much connecting the negative and positive of this machine to destroy it from the bottom.
Well, that's gonna kill whoever does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regenerating powers or not.
So they run.
And Logan says, they run to get to the bottom, and Logan says, let me do it, because it pretty much he wants to have redemption for everything he failed to do in his timeline. So he says, I'm going to do it, and Deadpool agrees and says, okay, sure. And as he gets to the door, he actually pulls Logan out, locks the door behind him, and says, no, I got to do it.
So he walks in.
Yep, walks in.
He can't reach the other side. Wolverine's banging on the door.
Yeah.
He breaks it down.
And when it looks like it's going to be too late because it looks like Cassandra Nova's about to take over, that's when you see Logan's hand grab Deadpool's and then stabs his claws into the other side of the machine. From the bottom, of course. They're downstairs on top of where the machine is upstairs. So
what happened to the girl?
And Cassandra Nova
is
soaking wet because her eyes roll back and everything's
right.
Yeah, but what happens to her?
What happens to her?
She gets destroyed.
There's this Guardians of the Galaxy moment that they have where they're like holding hands.
Yeah.
Doing that Adam and the what was it? Adam with
Adam Warlock with oh my god.
Oh no the way they explained it, that it's like if you mix atoms with negative atoms. I don't remember how they explained it.
They mentioned it, and even I said that's basic physics, but they explained it pretty well in there.
So they're having this Guardian of the Galaxy moment where they're both holding hands. Deadpool over here, Wolverine with the claws,
on the other side,
and she's on the other end trying to destroy pretty much everything.
Yeah, but they stop it. So what happens to her?
So she pretty much gets destroyed.
Yeah,
I don't remember that part.
No,
she kind of
she kind of ripples away in time.
Yes, thank you.
Did I miss that? I blinked. Everything happened so fast. I probably blinked and missed it all.
I was about to say I don't remember you leaving the theater.
When I say Guardians of the Galaxy moment, because in the Guardians of the Galaxy, they literally all hold hands and they beat. That's how they defeat the villain by holding hands.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And it worked
And
in this
then,
one. So after the machine, everything gets destroyed, everything gets blown up. That's pretty much when they think, oh, Deadpool and Wolverine are pretty much dead. You know, they couldn't regenerate. They're gone. And, you know, when they're having a sad moment, now you see another TSA agent. I'm guessing this is like the manager, the main supervisor.
oh, it's
This is Hunter B-15.
Yes. She suddenly comes in and says, what's happening here?
Played by Wunmi. Do you want to pronounce that?
Wunmi Moshaku?
That.
Mosaku?
Wumi?
She actually started off as a TSA hunter, and then after everything that happened, she kind of sort of promoted herself to like head of TSA, but whatever.
Yeah. So.
And then what's his face just trying to convince her that like
he had no part of it.
He had no part of it. He was trying to stop him all along, and I don't know what. And then,
lo and behold, who comes out? Deadpool and Wolverine.
Call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah.
I can't remember the music that plays as they walk out, but Wolverine comes out shirtless.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, whoa.
Yeah. And he's like, hey man, put something on already. Oh, during the scene where they're trying to stop the machine, also like his top gets ripped off because it's electricity. And you see Deadpool just staring at him like, whoa.
He does like this turn like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
What happens after that? Like after they pop out?
Well, that's pretty much where they confess or they start telling her about everything that went down. But Deadpool, of course, gives Logan a shirt because he's like, you can't be shirtless, put a shirt on.
Yeah. And they explain to the Hunter B-15 everything that what Mobius was up to.
Yeah.
And
pretty much
her and Peter have a moment, don't they?
Oh, that's right, because Peter pops up out of nowhere.
She's like, hey.
Because she's telling him like you saved your timeline, and pretty much tells that Logan, well, we can't do much about his timeline because, you know, he's the man that he is because
of that timeline.
What happened to him because of that timeline. So we can't do anything about it.
But she lets him stay in that timeline.
Yeah, pretty much. Because originally Deadpool told.
And then she turns around. She turns around at Peter and points. And you look damn good. We just came back. I really hope they caught that.
I know, right? Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'll just repeat that one more time. So B-15 turns around and points at Peter and goes, "You look damn good in that suit." In case we buffered it. I wanted to repeat it, just kind of get that in there.
Fine, dude. You're good. It's all right.
And then after
I saw that it kind of froze. I'm like, no.
They mentioned the shawarma.
Oh yeah,
that's right. They mentioned shawarma.
And then it could they actually go and they're eating that.
Yeah, just like the Avengers.
When all of a sudden, who comes running back?
Easy.
Yay! Dogpool!
Dogpool! Oh. Good old Mary Poppins.
And then they're about to part.
That's when Wolverine pretty much says him, you know, that he's going to go his own way.
That's right. Because Wolverine's like, you know.
What?
There we go.
And we're back.
Yeah.
God damn it. The Wi-Fi. I need to look into that. Alex, you still with us?
I'm still here, but can you hear me?
There we go.
Can you hear me? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
that
you.
it kind of lagged there.
Stupid Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it should be
So
good. Okay, can you still hear me?
So yeah, they're about to part ways.
Yeah.
And then Deadpool just kind of stops him in his tracks, and then next thing you know, it's the next shot. They're hanging out in his apartment.
Yep, and you see X-23 there and a few other characters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's the part that you like, the fact that he
stayed with him. I thought that was so cute. Like,
yeah, I like that too. I really did like that.
If they would have gone separate ways, I would have been okay with it, but it would have been sad.
It would have been.
So I'm glad they stayed together. That's nice.
Yeah.
And they live happily ever after.
And then we get that
Yeah.
cute oh wait a minute, when he tells Wolverine tells him that he'll hold the dog so he can get the girl. That's so cute too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine being a good wingman.
Yeah. And then movie ends and we get the whole
post credit
tribute to
Fox.
Yeah, the tribute to Fox.
The tribute to Fox, that's
the
right.
Green Day playing.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
That was.
And
it really was.
The last, very, very, very last part.
The after credit.
The after credit? You want to ruin the after credit too?
Yeah, why not? We already
This is
ruined
a
the whole
movie
movie.
review. Yeah, this is a movie review.
Because when Captain America dies, it's because Deadpool started saying all the shit that he was
supposedly saying
about what's her name?
Nova.
Nova. So that's why she kills him, and nobody believes him because everybody thinks that Deadpool did it intentionally, like just to get him killed.
Yeah.
But then it gets to a scene where it's like the recording of what happened, and he really is saying all that shit about her. Like Deadpool was not lying.
Or was that his way to cover his tracks?
He could have just gone back in time and just messed with it.
Yeah.
Who knows? But it's there.
But it was also
awesome. It was there.
It was hilarious.
It was
hilarious when it ended with
starts with him saying, "Nobody believes me that the Human Torch said all that. So here's my proof."
Yeah, that was so good.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
And that pretty much ends the movie there with the after.
That does conclude with ending credit and everything because Barbie wants to ruin it all.
Might as well. If I'm gonna ruin something, I'm gonna ruin it right.
Well, again, even Raymond said it from the very beginning. Spoiler alert. So once again, if you're all the way here, that was the whole point.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But
and I feel like there's so much that we missed, like so many things that he said, so many because it was just. There was just so much.
That is true, but that is where you guys come in. Leave it in the comments if we did miss something.
I know we did. Just tell us what it is because there was just so much.
Right
I need to go see this movie again.
And right now, Barbie mentions the Human Torch. We actually forgot to mention that throughout the movie, or at least part of it, they actually keep throwing that at his face, at Deadpool's face, that he got a Human Torch.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why he's like, y'all don't believe me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
guys,
there's so much in this movie that
much, dude.
I've actually been checking out some things where people are actually going to see it a second time just to see what they've missed.
I want to go see it again. I want to take May. I feel like she'll enjoy it.
There's talks about me going with my Faja. So
your father?
Yeah.
Like just you guys, or can we join?
Can I join again?
The more the merrier.
Okay, because I feel like May would really like it.
Yeah,
probably will.
Lily loved it. Just that little
the dance part.
She was just like, "Look at Deadpool! Look at Deadpool!" So cute.
She doesn't call
honestly, to me, the opening credit with NSYNC was amazing, man.
Hells yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But there's so much in this movie. There's a lot in this movie.
It really is.
Yeah.
And well, that concludes this, man. Like I said, if there is anything, like my wife was saying over here, we probably did miss a lot.
Yeah, we did. I have a feeling
you guys, you right there, you need to come in there in the comment section and let us know what we missed. If there's anything, because I know I missed a comic book cover that was also in there. I just for the life of me can't remember because again, there's way too much in the movie to just take all in.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot in this movie, but it's worth watching. It's a really fun movie.
Hell yeah,
it keeps you entertained. You don't get bored at any point. You actually watch the movie.
Yeah. So again, leave it in the comments, in the live or in the replay. What you guys thought, if you have seen it. If we spoiled it, we apologize, but we warned you.
I don't because we warned you.
We warned you.
We warned you, so I apologize for nothing. If you watch this, it's at your own risk.
Yes, it's in the very beginning. Spoiler.
It was in the very beginning.
Yes,
but let us know in the comments if you guys have seen it, what you guys liked about it, what we missed. If there's anything that you like to add, if you didn't like it. If you want to do that too, I mean, why not? But yeah, that's it for that, guys. I hope you enjoyed Yeah, good job.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much.
And for one more time, this is what we were doing. This is what we were drinking today. All four of the all-day Founders IPAs, from IPAs from West Coast to Haze to Grapefruit. Very nice stuff.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, the rest of your International IPA Day by the time this does come out.
Yeah.
And again, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Let us know your rating. Let us know what your thoughts on it. And
Yes.
we are out.
Absolutely.
We will catch you guys in the next one. And remember, if you guys keep watching, I don't have that much. We can just do that.
We will keep drinking.
We will keep drinking.
Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
yo.